I just put it in the front room. I don't need to hear that. If I hear it back there, it's all right. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, might be Hillary. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Wow, we got a crowd here. Welcome. Okay, I just want to remind everybody, I talked to my computer because, you know, everybody at home is watching us today. They don't have the opportunity to bid, but they are watching. So let's acknowledge everybody at home that couldn't make it. We wish you were here. Okay, let me get this set up here. Be right with you. If Serena, you're watching at home, if there's any technical difficulties, let us know. And, well, we do. Wow. Okay, so I think everybody is, I've seen everybody before. If you have any newbies, we have pop outside and then tub out there. If you want water, you can go ahead and take it. We're going to have people coming in, probably mid-sale, 3 o'clock, something like that, 2 o'clock. For those of you that don't know, we're a Facebook, YouTube community. Everybody here is volunteer that's helping. So this is John, my husband, Hillary from Twisted Sister, and Connie's up here. She's got a little vintage camper up by the road. One of my very best friends, Brent Wilbur, is from the White Star Auction House. And of course, our auction manager, Eileen, back there, all the way from New York. So everybody volunteers, so you have no buyer's premium, you have no credit card charges. This is a straight out auction. We do have absentee bidders. They were cut off this morning. And just to explain to everybody at home and everybody here, we have absentee bids, but you have traveled. So if somebody has bid, we exhaust the bidding out front with you guys. If the bid's exhausted, we look at our absentee bids and see if we have one. If somebody did absentee bid $35 on something and you have a $35 bid here, we'll take you first. And I don't know what else to say. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, these glasses, I can hardly see. Does anybody?
I want to know, folks, if the lady that is celebrating Halloween today brought any candy for her.
Pauline!
I brought Twizzlers.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to try to remember to switch this picture. You guys are all set? The music is on. I think it should be on. Turn off the music. Did you turn off the... Oh, thank you. Show George. Just keep pressing buttons. Hey, the Bluetooth on. Yeah, water will work if we have to. Okay, guys, we'll get it. We don't hear it here. It's funky. Okay, well, it'll go off. Oh, the funky music. Let me turn that off. I got it off now. Thank you at home. All right, we got it. Okay, let's start out with number 1, and that is a Francoma ashtray, number 1. Hillary's got that one. What do you want to give for that? What do you want to give it to go? 35, 35 where? What do you want to give it to go? $20, 20 where? I've got 20. Oh, you guys are going to go like this. You're going to mess me up today. I'm going to get used to that. All right, what do you want to give? What do you go? 10. $10. I've got 10 there. What do you go? 12 and a half. 10 would go 12 and a half. Anybody want to go 12 and a half? Would go 12 and a half. Anybody want to go 12 and a half? 10 is good. Would go 12 and a half. 12 and a half where? Sold at $10. Way out there. 141. 141. Next up, we have the Fenton lamb's tongue basket. If you look close at the pattern, you'll see the lamb's tongue on there. If you need to see it, just ask our girls to come show you. What do you want to give on that one? How about 35? 35, go 35 with the Fenton tag. What do you want to give it to go? 35. What do you want to give it to go? 20. $10 and go. $10 and go. I got 10 there. Would you go 12 and a half? Would you want to go 15? Would you go 17 and a half? Would you want to go 20? Would you go 22 and a half? I got 20 here. Would you go 22 and a half? Anybody want to go 22 and a half? Anybody want to go 22.50? 22.50, 25. Brenda, 25 there. Would you go 27 and a half? Anybody want to go 27 and a half? Our lovely Brenda, number 146, takes it. Thank you. Okay, now we have the Titan paperweight. And this one is number 3. It's got a Titan sticker on the bottom, I believe. What do you want to give on this one? Good quality paperwork. What do you want to get? Paperwork. Paperweight. It's been 6 months, guys. You guys are used to that. You watch me every morning. What do you want to give for that one? How about 20? How about 20? 15 and go. 15 and go. What do you want to give it to go? 15, 10. Would you go $10? Anybody want to go 10 with the original sticker Titan? 10 there. Would you go 12 and a half?
It's signed.
It's signed. 12 and a half there. Would you go 15? $15. Anybody want to go 15? Would you go $15? 12 and a half is bid. Would you go 15? Would you go $15? Where? Sold at 12 and a half. Eileen's way. Number 124. 124. Next up, number 4. Number 4 is a Fenton. I call it honey amber. Snowcrest base. From the 40s. What do you want to get for that one? Good condition. Number 4. How about $30? $30 where? What do you want to give it to go? $30? What do you want to give it to go? 10 and go. Start us out. What do you want to go? $10? $10. Anybody want to go 10? 10 there. 10 would go 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 10's right here. You're okay at 10? 10 would go 12 and a half. 12 and a half there. What do you want to go? 15? $15. 12 and a half over here. Would you go 15? $15. Anybody want to go 15?
Yeah.
15? 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Where do you want to go? I can't see you, Mr. Craven, so yell at me. 17 and a half. Where do you want to go? 20? $20. 17 and a half over here. Would you go 20? Would you go $20? Sold at $17.50. Number 122, right side. Bless you. Next up, this is Blenko. It is marked Blenko on the bottom, kind of a unique piece for Blenko. It's splatterware, probably from the early 2000s. What do you want to give on the Blenko? What do you want to give? How about $10? $10 to start us. What do you want to give? $10? 10 there. Would you go 12 and a half? On it, 10 would you go 12 and a half? 12 and a half on the Blenko. 10 would you go 12 and a half? 12 and a half. Anybody want to go 12 and a half? 10, 12 and a half there. What do you want to go? 15. $15, 15. What do you want to go? 17 and a half. What do you want to go? 20. 20 would go 22 and a half. 22 and a half. Would you go 22 and a half? Anybody go to 22 and a half? Sold at $20. Number 124. Number 1. Oh, I should tell you, number 1 is always our absentee bid. So if you hear me call number 1, it's an absentee bid.
You want me to write down number 1?
You can write down number 1. Yeah, I saw the sunlight through the back of that. Okay, next up, number 6, the butterfly box. This is, I love this piece because there's so much detail in that butterfly. In chocolate glass, which is very sensitive to heat, we know. Original sticker, original Fenton sticker. What do you want to give on that one? How about 35? 35 and go. What What do you want to give? What do you go? 35, 35. What do you want to go? 35 there. What do you go? 45, 30, 45 there. What do you want to go? 55, 55. I got 55 behind you. What do you want to go? 60. What do you go? 65. I've got 60. What do you go? 65. Anybody want to go 65? What do you go? 65. What do you go? 65. Where? Sold at $60 right out there. 150, 150. We can leave it up here too if you want us to. Okay, next up, this is my favorite piece of the auction. It's not signed, but it is just a beautiful paperweight. If you want to see it closer, Hillary will bring it to you. Number 7, what do you want to give on this one? How about 25? How about 25? We go 25 there. What do you want to go? 30. 30 there. What do you go? 35. 35 there. What do you want to go? 40. What do you go? 45. 45 there. What do you want to go? 50. 50. What do you go? 55. 55 there. What do you go? 60. 55 there. What do you go? 60. 55 over here. What do you go? 60. What do you go? $60. Anybody want to go? $60? Sold at $55. Number one. Now we get to number 8. This is a huge 1920s. Make sure there's no logo on the bottom. I don't want to misspeak. Okay, yep. 1920s, ebony. I call it a council bowl. It's just gorgeous. You're not going to find one like this. Number 8. What do I give for that one? Early. What do I give it to go? 35 where? 35 to go 35, 35 to go 35, 25 and go. How about 25? Would you go 25, 25 to go double handle, big one. What do I give it to go 25? How about 10? I got 10 there. Would go 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Would you go 15? Would you go 17 and a half? Would you go 20? 20 would go 22 and a half. Would you go 25? 25 would go 25. 22 and a half is here. Would you go 25? Would you go 25? Where? Sold at 22 and a half right out here. Mr. Spangler, right? 137. You want us to keep it up here? Or you want it? You can keep it up there. It's a bigger piece. Okay. Number 9 is the Van Briggle Bunny. What do you want to give on that one? How about 20? Van Briggle out of Colorado. What do you want to give it to go? $20. 10 and go. I got 10 there. What do you go? 12 and a half. 12 and a half there. What do you want to go? 15. What do you go? 17 and a half. I got 15 here. What do you go? 17 and a half. Anybody want to go? 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Where? 17 and a half. Somebody's going to have. Can you catch those bids for me, Eileen? I can't see. 17 and a half. What do you want to go? 20. 20 here. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. I've got 22 and a half there. What do you go? 25. 25 there. What do you want to go? 30. 27 and a half. Sold at $25 right up front. Number is 126. 126. Or Brent can catch them because you can see them over there, Brent.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Next up, number 10. Number 10 is the Playful Kitty in custard. It's a glow getter. I don't know who signed it. Can you read the artist on that? Okay, Griffiths. What do you want to give on the cat? What do you want to give? What do you go? 15 and where? Let's start her out. 15 there. What do you go? 20. 15, 20. What do you go? 25. What do you want to go? 30, 35. What do you go? 40. 40. What do you go? 45. What do you want to go? 50. 50. What do you go? 55. 55. 55. What do you want to go? 55. 55 there. What do you want to go? 60. I've got 55 there. What do you go? 60. What do you go? $60. Anybody want to go? $60. What do you go? $60 where? Sold it. $55. 125. 125. Thank you. Okay. Oh, beautiful paperweight. This is the Scottish Caithness paperweight. Hello, everybody at home. I want you to know I'm so happy that you're here today. Okay. Let me adjust this camera while we're in here. There we go. Sorry. Okay, here we go. This is number 11. The Scottish Caithness paperweight. How about 40? How about 40? What do you want to give? What do you go? $10. I've got 10 back there. What do you want to give 10? What do you go? 15. 15, what do you go? $15, $15. 15 there. What do you want to go? 20. $20. I've got 15 here. What do you go? 20. 20, what do you go? 17 and a half. 17 and a half where? 17 and a half. What do you want to go? 20. $20. 20 up here. What do you go? 22 and a half. 22 and a half. What do you go? 25. 25. What do you go? 27 and a half. 25 here. What do you go? 27 and a half. Anybody want to go? 27.50. Sold at $25. 133. 133. Next up, number 12. This is one of the latest pieces that Fenton ever produced. This has a 1 in the logo. So that means there were only 1 year with the 1 in the logo. So this is called, I think, Pineapple. But it was one of the last pieces made and the last color produced. So what do you want to get for this one? What do you want to give it to go? 25. 25 would go 25. 25. What do you want to give it to go? 25. How about 15 and go? How about 15? Would you go? 15? $15. 15 there. Would you go? 17 and a half. 17 and a half. I've got 15 there. Would you go? 17.50. You're welcome to bring any chairs out if you want to sit out there. Or for those of you out in the lot, there's benches over there. You can bring those benches and sit them out there if you want. Forgot where I was. 17.5, right, Laura? I was with you at 17.5. 15, 17.5. 17.5. Anybody want to go 17.50? 17.50, 20. 22.5. 25. Sold at 22.5. And that goes to number 118. Thank you, 118. Next up, we have number 13. That's the Dottie. What's that say, Hillary?
It says Dottie Boskamp.
She's an artist, I think, down in does it say where she's from? I can't remember.
Illinois State University. She graduated from, and she's now in Colorado.
Yeah, she's a very good artist. Got quite a few of her pieces. This is one that we have in today's auction. What do you want to give on this one? How about $50? $50. Signed and dated, Dottie Boskamp. What do you want to give? $50. 25 and go. How about 25? We go 25 investment piece. What do you want to give? We go 25, 25, we go 25, $10, we go 12.5. 10 would go 12.5. Anybody want to go 12.5?
Yeah,
I got you, Hillary. 10 would go 12.5. Anybody want to go 12.5? Would go 12.5. 12.5 there. What do you want to go 15? 15. 15 would go 17.5 there. What do you want to go 20? $20 would go $20. 20 would go 22.5. 22.5 would go 25. $25 would go 27.5. Anybody would go 27.5? Would you want to go $30? $30 would go $30. And 30 would go 32.5. Anybody would go 32.5? Sold at $30. Hillary, what's your number?
130.
130. Okay. Next up, we have a Fenton baby dot vase, or some people call it polka dot. I don't know I don't know what the correct one is. Baby dot, polka dot, whatever. It's cute. Here we go. What do you want to give? We go 45. 45 on the cranberry. What do you want to give Fenton there? We go, what, 45? We go 45, 45. What do you want to give? We go 10 and go. Let's go. $10 there. We go 15. How about 10? Would you go 15? $15. And you put 15 there. Would you go 20? Would you go 25? 25 there. Would you go 30? Would you go $30? $30. Either one of you. 25's up here. Would you go 30? $30 there. Would you go 35? Would you go 40? $40. 40. Would you go $40? 35's here. Would you go 40? Would you go $40? Anybody want to go 40? Anybody want to go 40? Sold at $35 right in front. 144. 144. Number 15. This is a Victorian vase. Victorian.
That's old, isn't it?
That's old. 1800s, 1920s, somewhere in there. Beautiful color. How about 35? 35. 35. Are you bidding there?
I don't think so.
35. How about 35? 35 there. What do you want to go 40? 35, would you go 40? $40. Anybody want to go 40? 35, would you go 40? Would you go $40? Where? Anybody want to go 40? 35 is bid. Would you go 40? Would you go 40 out there? 45. 45, would you want to go 50? $50. 50 there, would you go 55? 55, would you go 55? 55 there, would you want to go 60? $60, anybody want to go 60? Sold at 55. What is your number? 147. Thank you, Dawn. 147. Number 16 is a bear, and he's a sweater bear. And Hillary, he glows, doesn't he?
I think he glows.
All right. Okay, I'm the bear. What do you want to give? Would you go 35? Where? 35 there. Would you go 40? I've got 35. Would you go 40? Would you go $40? Anybody want to go $40? 40 over here. Would you go 45? 45 there. Would you go 50? 55. Would you want to go 60? $60. Would you go $60? I've got 55 here. Would you go 60? Would you go $60? Anybody want to go 60? Sold at $55. 151. Way out there, Hillary.
All right, 151.
Next up, number 17. Oh, what is the description on this? I cannot remember what it's a blowing sands shell. It's signed, and again, a great glass studio, and it's contemporary, but it's beautiful. Number 17, very expensive piece. What are you going to give on this one? How about 35? 35 there, would you go 40? 45. 45, would you go 50? 50, would you go 55? I've got 45 here, would you go 55? What, 45 there, would you go 50? 50 there, would you go 55? 55. I've got 50 here, would you go 55? Anybody want to go 55? 55 there, would you want to go 60? 60, would you go 65? 65. 65 there, would you go 70? 70, would you go 75? 75, anybody want to go 75? Anybody want to go 75? Sold at 70 out there. And that is number 117. 117. Thank you, sir. Number 18. Right there.
What? Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it. Oh, God. Right my eye.
It was so close to us.
Oh, my God. It's so boring.
All right. What's the description on this, Eileen? I think this.
FJ Cutshaw Boss Indigo Blue.
All right, here we go. This is a cut shaw. What do you want to give on this one? How about 50? How about 50? Indigo. What do you want to give it? Go 50. How about 40 and go? I've got 40 there. What do you go? 45. 40 here. What do you go? 45. What do you go? 45. Anybody want to go 45? What do you go? 45. 45 there. What do you want to go? 50? What do you go? 55. 55. What do you go? 55. 55 there. What do you want to go? 60? What do you go? 65. 65. What do you go? 65. I've got 60 here. What do you want to go? 65. What do you want to go? 65. Sold at $60 right up here. One is it, your fingers on it there. 135. 135. You want us to hold it for you back here? Okay. Number 19 is the Westmoreland Carlton Chicken on a Nest. 10 on a nest. This one I almost kept. You don't find it. If you collect Charlton, it is gorgeous. How about 50? Westmoreland. How about 50? Hard to find. 35. 35 there. What do you want to go? 40, 40, what do you go? 45, 45 there. What do you go? 50, 55, what do you go? 55 there. What do you want to go? 60, 60, what do you go? 65, 65 there. What do you go? 70, 70, what do you go? 75, 75 there. What do you want to go? 80, what do you go? 85. I've got 80, you there. What do you go? I got you at 80. What do you go? 85. Anybody want to go 85? We go 85.
got her in the doorway, way back.
Right, straight back. I'm pointing at her. Yep. 80, would you go 85? Anybody want to go 85? Sold at $80. Way out back. 138. 138. Number 20. Number 20, we've got the little custard Burmese bell. This is a glower also. Okay, what do you want to give on that one? Do we have an artist on that one, Eileen? Okay, on the Lane custard bell, what do you want to give it to go? 35. How about 35? What do you go? 35, 35. What do you want to give it to go? 25 and go. 25 there, 30. I've got 25. What do you go? 30, $30. Anybody want to go $30? Anybody want to go $30? 25 is big. What do you go? 30. What do you go? $30? 30 there. What do you go? 35. 35. Anybody want to go 35? 30's back there. What do you go? 35, 35. Anybody want to go 35? Sold at $30 right there, Brenda. So in case you don't know, I kind of point at you. So if you bid, I'm accepting your bid. If you see my hand down, I'm asking for it, okay? So if you don't see me looking at you, you better holler again.
Buyer number.
Buyer number, Brenda. What's your buyer number, sweetheart? 146, 146. George is going to be here auctioning on item number 40. So just so you know, George is coming in at 40. Here we go on the Impoli, number 21. Margarita glass, yes. Isn't that a beauty? All right, here you go. What do you want to go for that one? What do you want to go for that one? What do you want to go? 50. How about 50? What do you go? 50, $50. What do you want to go? 50. What do you want to give? What do you go? 30 and go. How about 30? What do you go? 30. Mid-century modern Impoli, $30. How about 30? 25. 25. We go 25. What do you want to give? Start me out 15. 20. Who said it? I got 20 there. What do you go? 22 and a half. 22 and a half there. What do you want to go? 25. 25 there. What do you go? 27 and a half. 27 and a half. 27 and a half there. What do you go? 30. 27 and a half there. What do you go? 30. Anybody want to go 30? Sold at 27 and a half your way. 125. 125. Thank you. You want us to hold it for you? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Number 22 is in the case. You got it, Hillary. It's a bell. And we have an artist on this one, or didn't I write it down? All right, here we go. This is a Mary Roberts. Oh my gosh, for those of you that are old timers to the Rosie's channel, like Jamie, remember Mary Roberts, Mary Ann? She designed some of our early pieces, did not work very long. And we had her, she was one of our co-op artists for a while. Mary Ann Roberts, what do you want to give on this one? Rare one. How about 35? 35, what do you go 35? It's a glower. What do you want to give 35? 35 there. What do you want to go 40? 40 there. What do you go 45? 45 there. What do you want to go 50? 50, what do you go 55? 55 there. What do you want to go 60? 60, what do you go 65? 65, what do you want to go 70? $70, what do you go 75? 75. 70's over here. What do you go 75? Anybody want to go 75? Sold at $70. Number, please. 122. 122 gets it. Number 23 is the oil lamp. I believe this is Mosser. This is Mosser. What do you want to give on this one? In cobalt, what do you want to give? How about $45?
So what's the deal with cobalt now?
Cobalt's a rare, well, it's going to be harder and harder to find because they use it with batteries. So they're going to use it with batteries instead of beautiful glass. So you want to collect the cobalt while you can. We learned that from George, didn't we? All right, what do you want to give me to go 45?
Yep.
45, Pauline?
Right
45 there, would you go 50? 50, 55, 55, 60, 65, 65, 70, 75, 80. 75's over here. Would you go 80? Would you go $80? Anybody want to go $80? Would you go $80? Sold at 75. Pauline's way. 155. 155. Thank you. Number 24 is a little mouse. He's a little chubby mouse. The bashful mouse. Thank you. Anytime you want to add to the conversation about it, let me know. I might misinterpret something or call it by the wrong name. We got the little mouse, the bashful mouse. Signed Kelly. What do you want to give on that one? 35 and go. 35 and go. 35, 35. What do you want to give? Signed Kelly. 25 and go. I got 25 there. Would you want to go 30? 30. Would you go 35? Would you want to go 40? Would you go 45? Would you want to go 50? Would you go 55? I've got 50 back there. Would you want to go 55? 55 over there. Would you go 60? Would you go 65? 65 there. Would you want to go 70? Would you go 75? 75. Would you go 80? 85. I've got 80. Would you go 85? Would you want to go 85? Would you go 85? Sold at $80 straight out. 151. 151. Number 25. This is a Hanging Heart Gibson mini water set. Gibson didn't do much of the Hanging Heart. It's very hard to find. 4 little glasses and the tumbler, signed Gibson.
It's perfect to put in your, in your cabinet.
Yep.
It's not so good.
Hanging Hearts. What do you want to give? Would you go 50? $50. $50. 25, 25 there, would you go 30? 25 there, would you go 30, 30, 30 there, would you go 35, would you go 40, would you go 45, would you go 50, 50, would you go 55, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100, 110, 105, 105, 110, 110, 115, 120, 125. You're all done? 125 is bid. Anybody else? Sold at 125, same way. Number is 155. Thank you. Otto? Pauline comes from Wisconsin, right, Pauline? Yeah, awesome. Thanks for coming, Pauline. Number 26. 26, we got a description, Eileen?
I do. Opening and class, S. Davis.
Okay, Sunday Davis, here we go. What do you want to give on this one? Opaline base, Brent, number 26. How about 50? $50. Anybody want to go 50, 45? What do you want to give? We go 35 and go. How about 35? We go 35, 35 there. What do you want to go 40? 35 here. Would you go 40, 40 right there? Would you go 45, 45, 50? 50, would you go 55? 55, would you go 55? 50 here. Would you go 55? Anybody want to go 55? Would you want to go 55? Sold at $50 right up front, 144. Thank you. 27 is I think it's Empoli decanter. Connie, if they want to see the top of that stopper, let them see that. I think it's taped. It's taped, so we didn't take the tape off. I think it's Empoli. Is that what I got down, Eileen? 27.
27 is, just says genie bottle.
Genie bottle. That does it. All right. Okay, what do you want to give on that one? How about 50? How about 50? $50. 45. 35. 25 and go. On the decanter. What do you want to give? Would you go 25? Would you go 25? What do you want to give? 25. Would you go 25? 25 there. What do you want to go 30? 25 would you go 30? 30 would you go $30? Anybody would go 30? 25 is good. Would you go 30? $30 where? Sold at $25. Eileen's way. 124. 124. Is it 120? It's your way, Eileen, right? Okay. Number 28 is the lilac vase. Lilac set. Number 28. Pretty. This is the color that changes color. It'll look white. It'll look purple. It changes with the light. Lavender. Okay, here we go. What do you want to go on this one? How about 50? I've got 50. Would you go 55? 50. Would you go 55? Would you go 55? 55 there. Would you want to go 60? 60. Brenda, would you go 60? 60. Would you go 65? 65 there. What do you go? 70. $70. I've got 65 over here. What do you go? 70. What do you go? $70. Anybody want to go? $70. Sold at 65. Laura's way. 122. 122. Onward to number 29. Oh,
This is for
watch that stopper.
that is so.
The cement floor does not bounce. Nothing bounces when it's dropped. I've learned that many times. Okay, what do I have on this one, Eileen? 1930s, and it is checked. What do you want to give on this one? How about 50? From that beautiful perfume collection we've been selling in the morning. What do you want to give it to go? 50? $50. 35. 1930s. 35 there. What do you want to go? 40. 35, 40. What do you go? 45. What do you want to go? 45. I've got 40 here. 45 there. What do you want to go? 50. 50. What do you go? 55. What do you want to go? 60. $60. 60 there. What do you want to go? 65. What do you go? 70. 70. What do you go? 75. What do you want to go? 80. $80. 80. 85. 90.
No.
I've got 85 here. What do you go? 90. What do you go? $90. Anybody want to go? $90. What do you go? $90. Sold at 85 straight out. 118. 118. Miss PJ. Number 30 is this beautiful plum iridescent basket. I don't know if we have the artist on this beautiful big basket. I don't like to ship these kind of baskets. They're as wide as they are tall. All right. Hey, cool. Nice to see you at home. Miss you here. All right. Okay, Sponsler. Okay, here we go. What do you want to go on this one? How about $50? How about 50? What do you go? $50? Anybody want to go 50? What do you want to give it to go? 50, 45 and go. How about 45? What do you want to give it to go? 35. 35 to go 35. 35. What do you want to give? 35 there. What do you want to go? 40. 35 is bid. What do you go? 40. 40 there. What do you go? 45. 45, 50. 55. I've got 50 here. What do you go? 55. 55. Anybody want to go? 55. 55. What do you go? 55. Sold at $50. 137. 137. Mr. Spangler over here. Next up, number 31. The left, I think left in Miss Pris. Miss Daisy. Okay. Miss Daisy. All right. The Nomad is coming up in lot number 40. We're now in 31. He knows he'll be in here. All right, here we go. What do you want to give on this one? How about 25? 25, we go 25, 25, we go 25. What do you want to give those on those? 15 and go. Miss Daisy. 15. 15 there, what do you go? 20. 20, what do you go? 25. 25, what do you go? 30. $30. 25 is here, what do you go? 30. 25 is here, what do you go? 30. What do you go? $30. Anybody want to go $30? What do you go? $30 where? Anybody want to go $30? Sold at 25. 147. 147. Hello, Rosebuds. Right back at you, Tammy. Hi, Carol Sue. All right, next up, we have the pickle caster. Yes. The pickle caster, and this is a gorgeous blush pink daisy button design. How about 100? 80, would you go 85? 80, would you go 85 there? Would you go 90? $90. 90, would you go 95? Would you go 100? 100, would you go 110? Would you go 120? I've got 110, would you go 120? Anybody want to go 120? Anybody want to go 120? Would you go 120? Anybody want to go 125? Sold at 120. 144. 144. Number 33. Now, are they, what do they call this little guy? Okay, the Lexington Bluebird. He's a big one too. He's bigger than he looks on the pictures. All right, here we go. On the Lexington Bluebird. Everybody's collecting these. What do you want to give it to go? 50. How about 50? 25 and go. 25 there, would you go 30? 25, 30 there, would you go 35? 35 there, would you go 40? Would you go 45? I've got 35, would you go 45? 35, would you go 40? Would you go $40? Anybody want to go 40? Anybody want to go 40?
Or if you got it.
I've got 35 right here. Anybody want to go 40? Sold at 35. 135. 135. Number 34 is a Michelle Kibbe. Michelle Kibbe, signed nappy with the violets. Of course, we all know Michelle. She's still working. She's worked there her whole life. And isn't she gorgeous, John? John's got a Kibbe crush. It's okay to admit it. She's cute as a button. Okay, here we go. What do you want to give on this one? A Kibbe crush. Well, I think a lot of us have a Kibby crush and we have our items here. Okay, what do you want to give on the nappy? How about 35? 35. 35 there. What do you want to go 40? 35, we go 40, 40, what do you go $40? 35 over here, 40, 45, 50, 55, 55, 55. 50 is bid. Anybody want to go 55? Want to go 55? Want to go 55? Sold at $50. 137. 137. Thank you. Number 35. We have the Roseville. And which you're our Roseville expert. Freesia. Freesia, Roseville. Different color on both sides. This is the big basket. How about 50? Probably from the 40s. $50 where? Not too many Roseville pieces today. $50. 35. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Pauline, 60, 65, 70. 65 is here. Anybody want to go 70? Want to go $70? Anybody want to go $70? 60's bid. Would you want to go 70? Would you go 65? Anybody want to go 65? Sold at $70. 135.
$60.
$60. Thank you. What was the number again? 135. Okay. Next up, number 36 is the hummingbird. It is. Oh my gosh, I did not see that. I don't know what color he is, carnival violet or something, but he might be plum. I'm not sure, but I didn't know he glows like that. That is pretty cool. Okay, what do you want to give on the hummingbird? How about 50? How about 50 there? What do you go 55? 50, what do you go 55? 55 there, what do you want to go 60? What do you go 65? What do you want to go 70? $70. $70. I've got 60 out there. What do you go 65? 65, 65, 70. I've got 65 here. What do you go 70? What do you go $70? Anybody want to go $70? Sold at $65. Number one. So number one, you can just put back. Okay. Number 37. Did I say I had a favorite piece in the sale? No. This is my favorite piece. If you haven't seen this close up, Hillary will bring it out to you. It's gorgeous. It's way over 150 years old. It's beautiful. Got cameos all the way around it. What do you want to give for this one? How about 50? I've got 50. What do you go 55? 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 and back, 80, 85, 90, 90, 95, 100, 110. Yes, 110, 120, 130, 120 is bid. Anybody want to go 130? Anybody want to go 130? Sold it, 118 PJ. All right. Number 38. Somebody was asking for black glass and a silver crest, and it's here. It is Fenton. It's very rare. I've never seen it before. Okay, what do you want to go on that one? How about 50? How about 50?
That's pretty unusual.
It is unusual, yeah. Anybody want to go 50? How about 25? Let's start us out. 25 there. What do you go 30? 25. What do you go 30? $30. Anybody want a 30 there? What do you go 35? What do you want to go 40? What do you go 45? 50. I've got 45 here. What do you go 50? What do you go $50? Anybody want to go $50? Sold at 45 Laura's way. 122. 122. Thank you, Laura. Number 39 is the big Blenko. What do you want to give on that one? It is Blenko. Okay, here we go. What do you want to give? What do you go? 50 bucks. 50 bucks. That's a tough one to ship. I didn't want to ship that one. Blenko, $50. 40, what do you go? 45. I've got 40. What do you go? 45. 45 way in the back. 50. 55. 60. 65. 70. 75. I've got 75 in the back. 80. 85. Are you shaking? I can't see it too. Okay, shake it. I've got 80 here. Would you go 85? Anybody want to go 85? Sold at 80, straight out 125. All right. Thank you. Now, where's George? There he is. Okay. Is everybody okay outside? If you're getting in the sun, we might be able to put a couple more in here. You're all right? Okay. Well, here's George. Give him a hand.
Okay, how to be an auctioneer. Okay, let's see. How does that sound? Is that too much, too little? Everything all right? Up a little bit? Okay. I can just talk a little louder. Here we go. Can you all hear? All right. A little closer to my mouth. Yep, let's see. Here we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right. Well, it's amateur hour, so have fun, folks. We'll do our best here. But we've got our first item up here, and this is a very, very pretty Fenton opalescent with the hand-painted flowers. Any information on the bottom there?
D. Frederick.
D. Frederick. Very good. Yep, I've seen a lot of pretty things by Frederick, like that purple trim there. Let's start this out at $30. And I did $30, looking for $30, $30, $25, $25, 25, 30, 35, 40, looking for 40. I'm bid 35, looking for 40. I'm bid at 35, looking for 40, looking for $40, folks, on the very pretty opalescent. And we've got $40, looking for 45, 40, looking for 45, now 50, 45 now 50, $50 now 55. 55 now 60, 55 now 60, $55, fair warning, and sold, $55, number 135. 135.
135. Can you guys hear him okay?
Can you hear me all right? Okay, sounds good. All right. Hey there, everybody watching us out there on YouTube land. All right, we have hanging hearts in shade form. I've never seen these before. Who made these?
Is this below?
What number is that?
This one.
41.
These are Lundbergs.
Lundberg. Oh, Lundberg Studios. Very, very good quality. I met the Lundbergs once, and yeah, they make really, really great stuff. So these were not inexpensive new. We're going to start these off at $75. $75. 75 for Lundberg Studios, now $50 starting bid, $50 on the shade. You got to have a nice lamp to put this on. $40 starting bid. We got $40 now, 45, 40 looking for 45. I'm bid at 40, looking for 45. $45 now, $45 now, looking for $45. Anybody in the house? We're at $40. $45, $50, $50 now, looking for 55, 50 looking for 55. We're at $50. You're in at $50, looking for 55, and sold $50, number 148. What's next? Let's see here.
What's next?
Next is 42. Glowy elephant.
Very nice. Fenton Bernese elephant. Sorry, I didn't get the slides going up here. I should have known. Fenton Bernese elephant, and look at that glow. That is very, very pretty there. And nice floral painting. Does it say the artist on the bottom?
Everson is the artist.
Everson. Very nice. Thank you, Heidi. Very good. Okay, so we're going to start this off at $35. $35 for the uranium glass elephant. We've got a couple at 35. We've got 40 now. 40 looking for 45. $45 now. 50. $50 looking for 55. 55 in the back. 55 looking for $60. $60 now. 65 now. $70. We've got $65, $70, and $75. $75 looking for 80. 75 looking for 80. It's a great piece. 75 looking for 80. We got $80. 80 looking for 85. $80 looking for 85. All in, all done. Sold $80. Number one. All right. Let's see what we have next here.
The clicker, here's the mouse, George.
Oh,
See the little clicker on the side?
I never used the mouse. That's so different.
Just watch his tail.
There we go.
Might bite.
Okay, if I
He
could
does
get
have
the,
trouble using the mouse.
I do have trouble using the mouse. There we go.
There.
Now we got it. Okay, thank you, folks.
Another
Another Lundberg Studio shade. Yes, yes. This is as pretty as the last one, actually. Maybe you've got another lamp in the room or a lamp that needs two shades. We're going to start this one at $35. $35 on the Lundberg shade. $35 starting bid now. $30 starting bid on the Lundberg shade. $30 for this with the hanging hearts. Somebody start us out at $25 now. We got 25 now, 30, 25 looking for $30 now looking for 35, 35 now, 40 now, 45, 40 now, 45, $40 bid now looking for $45 on the Lundberg shade, $40 on the Lundberg shade, 45, $50, 45 look $50 now looking for 55, 50 looking for 55 now, 60. 55 looking for 60, all in, all done. Sold $55, number 148. She got them both. Okay. Yep, I've got it up here, but you're going to have to tell us a little about this.
It's a flapper. It's legendary fashion. This is a flapper. 1925. What do you get that one?
Very cool. Fenton piece, 1925. This is a kind of unusual line. About the same time they were making the hats on the stands, they made these. I have not actually ever owned one myself. Let's start this out at $30. $30 opening bid on the flapper dress from Fenton. $30, and we were looking for 35. 35 now, 40. $35 looking for 40. $40 now, 45. I'm bid at 40 now, 45. Looking for $45. For anybody at $45? All in, all done. Sold for $40, number 118.
Okay. What's next, guys?
Okay, next up is an Empoli snifter with a diamond optic. Ooh, this thing's a lot bigger than I thought. Wow.
45.
45.
Lot number 45, the big Empoli snifter. One drink is all you need. If you have a piano, you'll collect a lot of tips of this one. So am I bid $30? Let's do $30 opening on the Empoli with the diamond optic. $30, $25, $25. Let's start out. This is a good piece. You got 50. Let's start at $50 then. $50 now, 55. $50 looking for $55. We've got a $50 bid. Looking for $55. Anybody in the house for $55? Sold $50. Number one.
Number one.
Right. Okay, next we have a very pretty carnival glass piece.
Oh, Singleton and Bailey. Singleton and Bailey made for Fenton art class.
Yeah,
Very special piece.
Yeah, this is very nice. Yes, great color, and you don't see a lot of Singleton and Bailey. I've never owned a piece. If you haven't, well, now is your chance. We're going to start this one at $50 opening bid. $50 on the Singleton and Bailey bowl.
Yes.
We've got $50 opening bid.
I think it's called Farmyard, something or other.
Yeah, it's got great design inside and out. $50 now looking for 55. 55 now 60. $60 now 70. $70, 75 in the back. $80. $80 now 85. 85 now looking for 90. 90 looking for 95. There's 95 looking for 100. $100 bid. $100 bid. We're looking at $100 bid. I'm bid at $100 looking for 110. $110 bid. Fair warning, and sold $100, the Singleton Bailey piece.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, very nice piece.
Okay.
Number one, $100.
You know, hey, George.
So far, so good.
Okay.
Oh, this is great. I did not know, looking at this in the catalog, this glowed like this. Wow, look at that. Is this an old Northwood piece?
It's green drape, beaded green drape.
Yeah.
I think it's from the 1800s.
Yeah, it's Victorian, it's silver plate, it's quadruple plate on the lid there, and look at that glow. That's original era when it was canary glass. They didn't even know what Vaseline was yet, let alone uranium. So we're going to start this one off at $50 opening bid. $50 on the biscuit barrel, $50. We've got 50 looking for 55, 55 looking for 60, 60 looking for 65, 65 looking for 70, 70 looking for 75, 75 looking for 80, 80 looking for 85, 85 looking for 90, 85 looking for 90, $90 bid. $95 bid over on the right here. $100 bid. We're at $100 bid. I'm bid at 100, looking for 110. $110 bid. 110 looking for 120. 120 looking for 130. 120 looking for 130. This is in great condition, folks. 130 looking for 140. 140 looking for 150. We are at 140 looking for 150. This piece is definitely worth more than that retail. 140 looking for 150. All in, all done. We've got 140. We've got 150 looking for 160. 150. We are at 150. Fair warning. And sold for $150 to the Uranium Club folks in the back. And your number, your bidder card? 158, $150.
All right.
Okay.
Something called Tique Stock.
Yep. Apple Blossom Crest. This is a great piece. It's a little bit harder to find. You know, they did a lot of these special colored crests for just a couple years, and the pinks were hard on the kiln, so they didn't make this too long. We're going to start this basket off at $35 opening bid. $35 on the apple crest, looking for 40. We've got 35 on bid at 35, looking for 40. 35 looking for $40 bid. Looking for a $40 bid now, 45. 45 now looking for 50. $45 looking for 50. 50 now looking for 55. 55 looking for 60. 60 looking for 65. We're at $60 bid. $60 bid looking for 65. I'm bid at 60 looking for 65. Anybody looked in? We're all in, all done, and sold $60 to number one. Whoops. Upside down, 133, I think. 133, $60. All right, we've got another Empoli piece, folks. This is a big snifter if you need one for the other side of the piano. This one is every bit as big, but it is blue, a very pretty blue color with that nice optic in it. Big size you don't see very often. We're going to start this one at $35, folks. $35 opening bid on the Empoli snifter. 35, well, let's try 30. $30 opening bid. $30, looking for 35, now 40, now 45, now 50. $45 looking for 50, $45, I'm bid at $45, looking for $50. $50 now looking for 55. 55 now looking for 60. $60 now looking for 65. 60 looking for 65. $60, I'm bid at $60. Now you're on at 60. We're looking for 65. Anybody in at 65? Sold $60 to the man in the psychedelic shirt, number 154. All right. Oh, here we go. This is very pretty. Look at the painting, and yeah, that's a blower, all right. Very, very pretty.
We got the artist, Emily?
Yes, this one is Alice Farley.
Alice Farley is the artist. 2004, so this is fairly late, and the later you get, the scarcer a lot of these things are. So very pretty fairy lamp.
Fenton on the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, it's got the Fenton family signature on it. Who'll give me $40 opening bid? 40, we got a lot of 40s in the house. 45, 40 looking for 45, 45 looking for 50. We've got 50 in the back here, 50 looking for 55, 55 now 60, 60 now 65, 65 now 70, 70, 75, 75 looking for 80. We're at $75. 75, somebody came up $80. We got 80 looking for 85. We got two 85s, 85 looking for 90, $90 in the back, $90 looking for 95, 90 looking for, we got 95 looking for 100. 100 in the back. We got $100 now, 110. Now 120 in the back, 130, 140, 150, 160. We're at 150. We're at 150 looking for 160. I'm bid at 150 looking for 160 on the fairy lamp. Fair warning, sold $150. And our bidder is 135. Oh, this next piece is a real favorite of mine. Oh my gosh, that glows too.
Yeah.
Woo! I think you're gonna like this one. I do.
What number we got in this one?
This is 51.
All right. If you want to see it closer, he'll bring it out to you.
Yeah.
This is just the detail in this is
This is Czech glass. This is 1930s. It's also got uranium in it, so it glows. It's got a great etch stopper and jeweling on the front. So as these go, it's a pretty fancy piece. These used to sell for about $250 to $300. We're going to start it out at $75 opening bid. $75 opening bid, $75 opening bid, looking for $50 now, $50 bid now, $60, $60 bid now, $70, $70 bid now, $80, $80 bid now, $90, $90 bid looking for $100, $90 bid looking for $100, and it bid at $100, and now looking for $110, $110 looking for $120, $110 looking for $120. We got $110 on the Czech perfume, now looking for $120, folks. $120, we're at $110. Sold $110, number 118.
Just hand you guys my next
Sorry.
shake, guys. All right. What you got, Big Mother? Okay.
Lot 52 is
1 out of 1,000. Deep black. One of it's only 1,000.
very good. Limited edition Fenton satin glass with floral painting and the interesting striped area where they kept the satin off of it. That's an interesting technique. Takes several different processes to get that. Let's start this one at $40 opening bid, folks. $40 on the Fenton satin glass. $40 now, $30 looking $30 bid. We've got 30 looking for 35, 30 looking for 35, 35 looking for 40, 35 looking for 40, $40 bid now, 45, 45 now looking for 50, 50 looking for 55. We're at $50 bid. I'm in at $50 bid, $50 bid now, 55 in the back, 55 looking for 60, $60 in the front, $65 in the back, $70, 65 looking for 70, 65, I'm bid at 65 looking for 70, sold $65 to number 134. Very unusual piece. This one is not glass. This is not glass.
Item number is?
Item number is 53. This is a very nice Van Briggle base. What is that motif on the front of that one? Is that a tulip? A tulip, very nice. Yes, Van Briggle, very good quality, great feel. Powdery is great because it's got that tactile quality. Let's start this off at $25 opening bid on the Van Briggle. $25 opening bid, 25, 25 now, $20. $20, we've got $20 now looking for 25, 20 looking for 25, we got 25 now, 30. $30 bid looking for 35, $30 bid looking for 35, 30 looking for 35. We're at $30 on the Van Briggle. All in, all done?
Where's your 30, George?
Where's my 30? She's right back there.
Okay, you're out way in the back.
Yep, who's in the back? Anybody? We've got $30 and we're sold for $30. And now where's our bidder?
Where's our bidder?
I think it is our bidder way in the back. Yes.
Okay, you got it way in the back.
Sorry about that. $149, $30.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, this is next 54.
The tumble up.
The tumble up in blue Burmese. Difficult color to find. I think I've seen one of these in person. I like the size. They made a bigger one. This one's kind of handy to have by the bedside. If you have a cat, you'll know what I mean. I've had water dumped on me in the middle of the night. So,
Is that my phone?
It
I lost
is.
it.
All right, we've got the phone back and we've got this nice tumble up. Let's go at $50 bid, $50 opening bid, and we've got 50 in the back, 50 now, 55, 55 now, 60. $60, 65, 65 looking for 70, 70 looking for 75, 75 now looking for 80. We're at $75 in the back, $75 looking for $80. I'm bid at $75. Anybody willing to give Eddie? Will anybody give us 80?
Bids in the back.
Bids in the back, yep. And he's at 75. We're looking for $80 and sold $75, number 136.
All right. I think this one's next.
Okay, yes, this is our next coin spot or coin dot. I always get those confused.
How many? We only got 6 left? 4 left. Okay. There's a $675 price tag on this.
Wow, yeah, these were very expensive at one time, folks. This is a nice thing to add to the collection. It's I think it's coin spot because I think the texture's on the inside, and it's amberina, so you get some of that glow. Let's see if we can start this off at $75 opening bid for the set, and there are how many glasses with it? Four glasses. So pitcher and 4 glasses, $75 opening bid. Now $50, $50 opening bid. Someone started us off at $45 opening bid. 45 looking for $40. Let's get this started, folks. $40 in the back, now looking for 45. $40 looking for 45. 45 now in the front. 45 looking for 50. 45 looking for $50 bid. $45. It's a great steal on this set, folks. 45 then. $50 in the quarter. 50 now. 55. Looking for $55. 55 and now 60. 55 looking for 60. 55 looking for 60, folks.
The bid's over
60, 60, yep, 65, 65 now 70, 70 now 75, $70 looking for 75, $70 looking for 75. We're at $70 looking for 75 and sold $70, number 145.
It gets too exciting.
Thank you for that help. That
5%
really
people.
helps a lot. You know, you've got a rookie here, so. All right, lot number 56.
Felicia Annette, Glass Messenger.
Okay, so this is one of the Glass Messenger specials, and this was done in 1999. It's a very pretty opalescent blue with an optic and painted. Very pretty vase, an unusual one. Let's go at $40 for the Fenton vase. We've got $40 now, 45. 40 looking for 45, 40 looking for 45, 45 now looking for 50. $50, 55, $60, 65, 65 now looking for $70, $70 in the quarter, $70 now looking for 75, $75 now looking for 80, 75 looking for 80. I'm bid at $75. Will you go $80? Anybody here for $80 on this piece? Fair warning. And sold $75, number 135. Okay, I think the next piece is number 57. Yep, lot number 57. And this is cool. This is the Viking Eptic tails up, head down bird. And the great thing about this is the long tail is long enough so it hasn't been broken and polished. You got to look for that. This one's in perfect shape. Very collectible now. We are going to start this at $30. $30 opening bid, now 35. $35 now looking for 40. 35 looking for 40. $40 now, 45 in the back. 45 now looking for 50. 50 now 55. 55 now looking for 60. 55 now looking for 60. Anybody in at $60? We've got 55 bid. I'm bid at $55 looking for 60. $60 now looking for 65. $60 bid now 65. $65 looking for 70. Am I bid $70? Everybody in? All in, all done? Sold $65, number 136 for the Viking bird.
You want us to put that in the cover? Yes. Thank you.
All right, this next piece is really pretty. This is a Bashful Charlotte flower frog in a Fenton blue orange tree footed bowl. That's pretty neat. I always really like the Bashful Charlottes. I know Cambridge Glass made those way back when, and it's such a great mold. It's been carried into the future. Fenton did some pretty scarce lines of this. I'm not sure how long they did this color, but I haven't seen it before. How about we start this at $40, folks? $40 for the Bashful Charlotte frog in the bowl. $40, $50. We got $50 bid, now 55. 50 now 55. It's a three-piece set, folks. 55 now 60. $60 now 65. 65 now 70. 70 now 75. 75 now and 80. 80 now 85. 80 now 85. 85 now 90. 90 now 95. 95 now 100. $100 bid, $105, now 110, now 115, looking for 115. We're at 110, we're at 115, now 120. 120 bid, looking for 125. We're at $120 bid. We're in at 120, folks. We got 125 bid here. New bidder, 125, looking for 130, 130 in the back. 130 looking for 135, 135 now 140. 135 now 140. We have 140 looking for 145. Looking for 145 now 150. 150 now looking for 155. We are looking for 155 now 160. 160 now looking for 165. This is a pretty unusual piece. 165 bid. Now 170. Are we in at 170, folks? I'm bid at 165, looking for 170, fair warning, and sold number 148 for $165. And she looks pretty excited about it, and I don't blame her. It's a great piece. All right. Lot 59 is the Blenko. I believe this is part of the Europa line by Arlen Bayless, who was their designer about 15, 20 years ago. It's a pretty unusual piece. It does glow a little bit because of the cadmium and the amberina, but this is a piece that Blenko didn't make for a very long time in this color. So we're going to start this at $50 on the Blenko. $50 opening, and now 55, 50 looking for $55 on the Blenko Europa. I've sold these for more than double that, folks. $55 now looking for $55. We're in at 50 now, 55. 55 looking for 60. 60 now 65. 65 now 70. 70 now 75. 75 now 80. 80 now 85. $80. We're at $80 on the Blenko piece. $80 now looking for 85. I'm in at $80 now looking for $85. Fair warning. Sold number 1 for $85.
So this is Fenton, but I don't know. It's marked Fenton at the bottom. I don't know about the top. It matches it. It might be a marriage, but there's a sticker on the bottom from our Mr. Klink. You guys know him in Minnesota. And he says it's Fenton 1954 only.
Oh, interesting.
So, I don't know if he's talking about just the base and the shade, but whatever it is, that's what you're getting.
It was very cute.
It is.
If it's a marriage, it's a happy one, and if it's not a marriage, even if it's just the bottom, 1954 was a very bad year in the economy, and most factories made very, very little production that year. So if it's a 1 year only in that year, you know there are not many of them. Let's start that out at $30 opening bid, folks. $30 for the candlelit. We've got 30 looking for 35, 30 looking for 35, $30 bid, now looking for 35, folks. 35 and now looking for 40, 40 now 45, $40 in now 45, 50, $50 looking for 55, $50 bid, now 55, looking for 55, all in, all done. Sold $50, number 137.
Okay, I think we're going to do some of George's. So what's the first one in there?
Okay, great.
The Victorian, please?
First one is the Victorian JIP.
Okay.
That's lot A.
Okay. George has got some lots in the sale, so he's doing 20 lots and then he's doing 5 of his own. So this is George.
And then I'll come back in the afternoon and we'll do some more. Oh, I guess it is the afternoon, later on. Okay, so the Victorian Jack in the pulpit vase. What I liked about this one, if you look at the bottom, it is absolutely got the right kind of wear that lets you know this is actually Victorian. And so we're going to start this out at $30 opening bid. $30 opening bid. We have $30 in the back, now 35. 30 looking for 35, 35 now 40. $35 bid, now looking for 40, 40 looking for 45. 45 now 50, $45 bid, now 50. I'm in at $45, looking for $50 on the Jack in the Pulpit base. This is 150 years old. 45 looking for 50. We're at $50 looking for 55. 50 looking for 55. All in, all done. 55. Now 55 looking for 60. $60 looking for 65. 60 looking for 65. We are looking for 65. I'm bid at $60 now, looking for 65. And sold $60, number 147.
The next one is the Owl Fairy Lamp.
Ah, okay. Let's see here.
I think it's the fairy lamp owl right there, right? Yeah, I pulled it up.
Okay. All right, we are looking for the green owl fairy lamp.
It's right here on the table. Oh!
Come by, Jeff.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. This one will glow, glow, glow under a black light. The mint green always does. This one,
B?
yes, this is letter B, and this one is, we're going to start this out at, we have a bid. Do I just started the bid that we have if it's an absentee or?
No, we started before, but we'll start it
Okay,
now.
we'll start us out. Okay, well, let's start us out at $50 opening bid. $50 opening bid. $50 now 55. 50 now 55. 55 now 60. 60 now 65. 65 now 70. 70 now 75. 75 now 80. 80 now 85. $80 now 85. $80 bid now 85.
Which one have we got? Yep.
Hey, we got, okay, and 85 looking for 90. We're at $90 looking for 100. Looking for 100. $90 looking for 100.
You're in.
She's at 90.
90.
We're looking at 95. Okay, 95 looking for 100. $100 looking for 105. 100 looking for 105. $100 looking for 105. Are we all in and all done, folks? We are sold number 148 for $100.
Excellent. Okay, this is C. C is purple fruit.
Yes, this is it's a little different color, and this is a Fenton piece. I think it's a 1980s piece with the original hang tag. And we're going to start this one out at $50. It's got the opalescent coined spots. $50 opening bid now 45. Anybody at 45? 45 now 50. $45 on this, looking for $50. 50 now 55. Unusual color, folks. $50 bid now 55. Looking for $55 bid. $50 on the blue cruet, looking for 55 now 60. 60 now 65. $60 bid now looking for 65. It's very pretty piece, folks. We are at 60. I'm bid at $60. $60 now 65. Sold $60. Number 135.
Okay, what's number D?
That should be a Vasa Marina sample vase. Okay, yeah, this one is something a little different. It's got silver fleck. This was done as a sample and purchased from Fenton's sample shop. It was not ever part of the line. And so it is a very pretty lavender with the silver, a little different than a lot of what they did. Kind of a spangle glass, and we're going to start this one out at $75 because there's not anything else much like it out there. $75 opening bid now 60. $60. Anyone in at 60? $60 now 50. $50. Let's get us started, folks. $40 bid. Anybody in? $40 now 45. Looking for $45 on the sample piece. $40 now 45. I'm in at 40. $45. $45 now looking for 50. 45 looking for 50 on the sample vase. This one's a pretty scarce one. Don't let it get away. And we are there. Sold. Number 122.
Okay, last one for you, George, and then take.
This is also a sample vase. This is Blue Burmese Jack in the Pulpit. This was never in the line either. This also came from the Fenton sample shop. This one doesn't even have a sticker or a tag on it. That's how sample it was. So this one we are going to start at $75 opening bid on the Jack in the Pulpit, $75 opening bid on the sample piece.
I have 40.
You have 40, we'll start at 40. $40 now 45 for this very unusual piece. 45 now 50. 45 now 50. $45 on the sample piece. I'm bid it's 45. $45 looking for 50. 45 looking for 50. And now 50. 55. Now $60. 60. 65. We're looking for $70. $70. We're at $65 looking for $70. $65 looking for 70. And sold $65. Number 135.
All right. Take a break.
Okay. Thank you. That was fun. Right.
We'll see you in lot number 140.
Okay. I'll be ready.
All right. Okay, here we go. Lot number 61. 61 is the Gibson, the tune. Stein Gibson, here we go. What do we get for that one? 25 and go. How about 25? We're going to go 25. 25, we're going to go 25. What do we get? We're going to go 25 there. We're going to go 30. 25 there. We're going to go 30. We're going to go $30. Anybody want to go $30? 25 over here. We're going to go 30. Sold at $25. Number is
155.
155. Number 62. The highly anticipated crown vase. A lot of attention on Facebook. We got 2 of them here. I think this was after 210, so it's very scarce. Went out of business not too soon after that, so this is a good one. What do I give on the crown? How about 75? Yep. 75 there would go 80. 75 would go 80, $80. Anybody would go 80, 75 would go 80, $80 would go 85. Yep. 85 there would go 90, would go $90. Anybody would go 90, $90, 90 would go 95. 95 would go 95, would go 95. Anybody would go 95, 95 there would go 100. Yes. 100 would go 110, 110 would go 110, would go 110. 105 would go 105. 105 there would go 110. Yes. 110 would go 115. I got 110 would go 115. Anybody would go 115? Sold at 110. Number one. Next up, 63. The watermelon. Right over there, Jake. Right on the top, the watermelon. George has a name for this. I don't know what it was. He's gone now. But he called it watermelon tourmaline or something. I don't know. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's studio art. Anyway, what do I get for this one? How about 50? How about 50? Would it go 50? Would it go $50? Anybody would it go 50? 50. It's heavy. 45, would it go 45, 45. What do I give it? Go 35 and go. How about 35? Would it go 35, 35. What do I give it? 35 there. Would it go 40? 35 would it go 40, $40. Any 40 there? Would it go 45? Would it go 45, 45. I'll get 40 with you. Would it go 45? Anybody would it go 45? Would it go 45, 45 in the back there? Would you want to go 50? I've got 45. Would it go 50, $50? Anybody would go 50? Sold at $45. Teresa way out in the backfield. 157, 157. The Fenton logo. I think this is that's a weird color.
It's like a bluish.
It looks blue. Sometimes it looks green. It says, I said opaline. Okay, here you go. What do I give on this one? On the logo, what do I give it to go? $75. 75, 75, would it go 75? What do I give it to go? $60 and go. Huh? 60, would it go $60? Anybody would it go $60? Start me out. 50 there, would it go 55? 50, would it go 55? 50, would it go 55? 55 there, would it go 60? I've got 55, would it go 60? 60, would it go 65? 65, would it go 70? Would it go 75? I've got 70 here, would it go 75? Anybody would it go 75? Would it go 75? Anybody would it go 75? Sold at $70. Number 135, thank you, 135. Number 65, another green. Watch the top on it, Jake. I can't remember if that's connected or not. I think it's a vase. It's that same beautiful green satin that glows, that drapery stuff like the biscuit jar. What do you want to give? Would it go 50? Yes. I got 50, would it go 60? 50, would it go 60? 60, would it go 70? Yes. 70, would it go 80? 80, would it go 90? 90, would it go 100? 100, 110. No. I've got 100, would it go 110? 110, 120. 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. Anybody want to go 170? Anybody want to go 170? Sold at 160, straight out. Your number is, thank you, 158, 158.
158.
158. Next up, Marilyn Wagner, basket number 66. Got this from a gal she picks for me up in Saginaw, Michigan. That's where she's from. Marilyn Wagner. What do you want to give for this one? One of a kind. What do you want to give it to go 50? 50, 55, 55, 50 bid. 50 in the back. What do you want to give it to go 55? 55 there. What do you want to go 60? Would it go 65? 65. Would it go 70? Would it go 75? 75. Would it go 80? Would it go 85? 85. 75 is in the back. What do you want to go 80? Anybody want to go 80? Anybody want to go 80? Sold at 75. Good deal, Gail. 151. 151. Number 67. Murano. It's the Murano puppy, Jay, right there. We are short a floor person. If anybody's out in the field wants to come up and do the floor, we're short a floor person if you're watching. Okay, the Murano puppy. What do you want to give on that one with the original sticker, Millefori glass? What do you want to give? Would it go 35? 35 there, would it go 40? 35, would it go 40, $40? Anybody want to go 40? 35, would it go 40, $40? If you want to see it closer, I got you at 35, right? 35 there, would it go 40?
You got two of them right in a row there.
Okay.
First and second row.
Oh, okay. 35, 40, 45. She's right in front of you bidding. So 35's here. Anybody want to go 40? $40. Anybody want to go 40? Sold at 35, right up front. 126, 126. Next up, number 68 is that big basket. Hillary's getting it out. Woo. That is beautiful, and it glows. It glows. Do you see the artist on the bottom of that, guys?
It's dated 2006, but I don't see an artist.
Okay.
It might be on the inside. It says Family Sign Series.
Okay. Here we go. It glows. Custard.
S. Davis on the inside.
Okay, Sunday Davis again. Here we go. All right, what do we give on that one? How about 50? I've got 50. What do you go? 55. 55.
Yeah.
55. 60. 65. 70. 75. 80. 85. 90. 95. I've got 90 here. Anybody want to go 95? 90 would go 95, would go 95, 95 right in front, would go 100, would go 105, 110, 115, 120, 115. Anybody want to go 120? Sold 115 right here. Mr. Spangler, I think there's another one in the back room. If you remind me, I'll honor. Okay. All right. Next up, 69. Here we go. A cookie jar. I think this is Winnie. Winnie the pig. I think this is a smiley pig. I can't remember. All right. Is this Shawnee? Shawnee Smiley. Okay, so we got Winnie and we got the Mr. Winnie coming up. All right, here we go. What do we give on this one? How about 50? Shawnee. What do you want to give on that one? 35 and go. 35 there. What do you go? 40. 35 would go 40. $40. Anybody want to go 40? 35 would go 40. $40. Anybody want to go 40? 35 would go 40. $40. 35 over here would go 40. Would go $40. Somebody saying yeah? 35 over here would go 40. Would go $40. Sold at 35. Who got it over here? Somebody did.
Me.
Okay, Pauline. 155. 155. Next up, we got a bittersweet piece. This one is number 70. What do you want to give on that one? How about 50? How about 50? Would you go 50? Would you go $50? What do you want to give? Would you go 25 and go? 50 there. Would you go 60? 50. Would you go 60? $60. Anybody want to go 60? Would you go $60? 50 is bid. Would you go 60? Would you go $60? Sold at $50. Number one. Number 71 is the Mr. Winnie. All right. What do you want to give on him? His name's not Winnie. I can't think of it. But he's Shawnee. What do I give on this one? Smiley pig. What do you want to give? Would you go 35 again? 35 there. Would you go 40? 35 would you go 40. $40. Anybody would go 40? 35 would you go 40? Would you go $40? Nice one. What do you want to give? Would you go $40? Sold at 35. Same way. 155. 155. Next up, the Blenko lamps over here. I should have the top of it in the warehouse. Can't guarantee it, but I think it's on the front shelf and I didn't pull it. It shows it in the picture, so I'll have it back there. Blenko, marked Blenko lamp. What do you want to give on the Blenko lamp? How about 125? 125. 75. 75. 50. How about 50? I've got 50 there. Would you go 55? 50 would you go 55? 55 there. Would you go 60? Would you go 65? I've got 60 over here. Would you go 65? Anybody would you go 65? Would you go 65? 65 there. Would you go 70? 70 would you go 75? 75. 75 there. Would you go 80? $80. I've got 75. Would you go 80? $80. Anybody want to go $80? Sold at $75 straight out. 125. 125. Next up, the citrine perfume. Another beautiful piece. She's got faces on. There's a big face on there. It's hi guys at home. Nice to see you. 91 peeps. I'm glad you're watching today at home. We miss you. We wish you were here. The next Tique Stock dates will be Mother's Day 2025. So mark it on your calendars. Here we go on the citrine perfume. What do you want to give on that one? 1930s, 1920s. How about $50? $50. Citrine. 15. How about 10? 10 there. 15, 20, 25, 30. 25 here, what do you want to go 30? 25 would go 30. Old one, 25 would go 30, $30. Anybody want to go $30? 30 there, would go 35, 40. $40. Anybody want to go 40? $40. 35 is bid. Would you want to go 40? Anybody want to go $40? Would you go $40? Anybody want to go $40? Sold at 35. 135. 135. Next up, the green Christmas tree. This is the big Fenton one. Hi, Gina. Hi, Susan Lee. Here we go. What do I want to give on this one? What do you want to give? What do you go? 100. Green slag. This came from a collector in Akron. He collected 3 of everything he thought was going to be really hard to find and rare. This is the big one. What do you want to give on this one? 100. 75. 75 there. Would you go 80? 75 would go 80. 80 there. Would you go 85? 85 would go 90. 95 would go 100. I've got 90 there. Would you go 95? Anybody want to go 95? Anybody want to go 95? 95. Sold at $90. 151. Next up, number 75 is a JIP. This one glows. Woo, look at that. That's an old JIP. That's right. 1880s, 1910. What are you going to give on that one? How about 50? How about 50?
I got 60.
50, 60, 70, 80,
Yes.
90, 100,
Yes.
110, 120,
Yes.
130, 140.
No.
I've got 130. Would you go 140? 130. Would you go 140? Would you go 140? Anybody want to go 140? 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. Anybody want to go 180? Sold at 170. Laura's Way. 122. 122. Thank you, ladies. Next up. Oh, I love this one. This one glows. It's a candy stripe Burmese. Even the handle is swirled. What do you want to give on this one? How about 75? 75. What do you want to give? 50? Start me out. I've got 50. Would you go 55? 55 there. Would you go 60? Would you go 65? Would you go 70? 65 in the back. Would you want to go 70? Anybody want to go 70? 65 is bid. Would you go 70? Would you go $70? Anybody want to go 70? Sold at 65 in the back. 151. 151. Thank you. Next up. All right, you got it. Oh, you got it. Hi, Swifty. All right, here we go. Murano, number 77. Is this the cockatoo?
Yes.
This is the cockatoo. That's the parrot. All right. Here we go. And the Murano piece. That's a big one, too. What do I give? What do you go? 75. 75. 50.
60.
I've got 60. What do you go? 70. 60. What do you go? 70. $70. 60. What do you go? 70. $70. Anybody want to go 70? $70. 70 there. 80. 80. Anybody want to go 80?
75.
75. 80. 80. 85. 75 is bid. Anybody want to go 85? Sold at 75 straight out. And the number is 145. 145. We'll put it back in the cupboard for you. Beautiful piece. Number 78 is the big cranberry snow crest top hat. This is the big one. What do you want to give on that one? $50. Snow crest, $50. 50. 50. 45. 45 there. Would you go 50? 45 would go 50. $50. 45 is here. Would you go 50? $50. Anybody want to go 50? 45 is bid. Would you want to go 50? Would you want to go $50? 50 over there. Would you go 55? 55. I've got 50 over there. Would you want to go 55? Anybody want to go 55? Sold at $50. Right side. Number, please. 158. 158. Number 79 is the Bishkoff. That's kind of hard to get out, Jake. It's on the right. It's put your right hand up. Yep, it's big. You got to kind of turn it sideways. George looked at this yesterday. He thought it was Bishkoff. I don't know. It's huge. That's why it's in the auction. All right. What do you want to give on this one? We'll call it Bishkoff. How about $40? How about 40? I've got 40. Would you go 45? I've got 40. Would you go 45? 45, we go 45, we go 45, anybody want to go 45, 40, we go 45, we go 45, anybody want to go 45? Sold $40, 125, 125. Number 80, Dave Betty. Woo! Dave is kind of retired now, so these pieces are going to get even more valuable. I think it's time he retired. How old is he, John? 88, 87?
Wow.
Yeah, Dave's probably 88.
Yep. So he's semi-retired. He's only doing it special occasions. This is a factory-made Fetty piece. I think they call this mosaic. Is it mosaic, Jamie? All right. What do you want to give on this one? What do you want to give it to go? 300. 300. Dave Fetty. What do you want to give it to go? 300. 100.
Yes.
100. 110. 110. 110. 120. 130. 140. 130 is here. 140.
Other 140.
140, 150, 160, 160, 170, 180. 170 is bid. Anybody want to go 180? 170 is bid. Would you go 180? Anybody want to go 180? Sold at 170. 135, 135, 81. The
What was that? How do I spell that?
apothecary.
I can't find the bag on
That's it. That's it.
this. Okay.
Well, it might have fell off, but you got the right one. This is the help me again, Laura. Apothecary. Can we all say it? Apothecary. Oh, I missed it again. Anyway, you know what it is. What do you want to give? What do you go 50? Medicine jar. Yes, Laura. Or what do you want to give on this one? How about 50? 35 with the lid. You don't often find them with the lid. 35. What do you want to give? Start us out 25. Anybody want to go 25? 25 there. What do you want to go 30? 25, 30. What do you go $30? Anybody want to go 30? 25 is here. What do you want to go 30? Anybody want to go $30? 25, 30. Woohoo! You got it. $25, 137. Next up, 82. All right. We don't say cheap around here, Mr. Spangler. We say inexpensive. I'm teasing you. Here we go. What do you want to give for this one? The striped Rosaline JIP. Does it say a year on the bottom, Jake? I see a little note on there. 1980. 1980. Okay. What do you want to give on that JIP? What do you want to give? What do you go 75? 75. Anybody want to go 75? What do you go 75? What do you want to give 75? How about 50? How about 50? I've got 50. What do you go 55? 50. What do you go 55? What do you go 55? 55 there. What do you want to go 60? 60. What do you go 65? 65, 70, 75, 75, 80, $80. 75 here. What do you go 80? What do you go $80? Anybody want to go $80? Sold at 75 right in front. The number is 133. 133. We do have a few chairs in here. We've got 2 or 3 chairs if you want to come inside if you're in the sun.
But just don't forget, folks, if you're a little thirsty, the cooler is out there with some popping water. Is there anybody here that is thirsty, like to have a pop or a water? Anyone?
We'll deliver it for free.
When you get yours, you get water? Yeah, water is great.
Jeez. You're a knucklehead. All right. Okay, here we go. Number 83 is another Blenko lamp. This one has the hardware to it. Blenko. What do I get for this one? How about 100? 100 Blenko. This came from a flower shop that went out of business 10 years ago. So this is probably early 2000s. What do you want to give? What do you know? 75. 60, 65. 60, what do you go 65? 60, what do you go 65? Anybody want to 65 there? What do you want to 70? What do you go 75? 75, what do you go 80? 80, what do you go 85? What do you want to go 90? $90. I've got 85 here. What do you go 90? What do you go $90? Anybody want to go $90? What do you go $90? Anybody want to go 90? Sold at 85. Laura, number 148. 148. 84, Mulberry.
Dragonfly Files. Signed D. Kaplinger. Only 1750 made.
Mulberry. Now, we had a lot of mulberry in May. I think this is our only mulberry that we have this time. Beautiful piece with the dragonfly. Limited edition Kaplinger. What do you want to get for this one? How about 125? 125 there, would you go 130? 125, would you go 130? 130, would you go 135? Would you go 140? 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200, 210, 25, 210, 215, 220, 215, 220, 215, way in the back.
Way out.
Yep, way out. Anybody want to go 220?
Yes.
220, 225.
You're out.
You're out, way in the back. 225, 225, would you go 230?
Yes.
230, 240. 240, 250,
Yes.
260,
You got
270.
three people.
260 here. Anybody want to go 270?
Yes.
270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320. Anybody want to go 320? Sold at 310. Number one. Next up, 85. This is, which one's this, Eileen?
This one is Roseville Snowberry Viewer.
Roseville Snowberry. What do you want to give it to go 50? Roseville, what do you want to give it to go 50? 45, 45, 35 and go. 35 there, what do you go 40? 35, 40, 45, $50, $50, 45 is here. Anybody want to go 50? Anybody want to go 50? 45 is here, what do you want to go 50? $50, 50, 55, 60. 55 is here, anybody want to go 60? Sold at 55, Pauline's Way, 155, 155. Next up, number 86 is how many pieces? 4 pieces.
4 pieces.
That's a nymph. Number 86.
Perfect shape.
Yep, beautiful piece. I love the black and white. All right. It's a nymph. It's a nymph. N-Y. N-Y. P-H. N-Y-M. P-H. Nymph. Go, go, go. All right, here we go. What do you want to give on this one? 100.
Yes.
We know why.
100.
We know why you were dancing.
100, 110. 110, 120. 120. Anybody want to go 120? 110 is bid, would you go 120? Anybody want to go 120? 110 is bid, would you go 120? Last chance. 120, 120, 130. 130, 140. 140, 150, 160. I've got 150. Anybody want to go 160? Would you go 160? Sold at 150. Number one. Number one. Next up, number 87 is the JIP in green. Oh, I love this one. Look at the bloom on that. Oxblood trim. Beautiful piece. What do you want to give on that one? 150 years old. How about 50?
I have 130.
130, 140, 140. Does that one glow? I don't know if that one does. Anybody want to go 140? 140. Anybody want to go 140? 140. Sold at 130. Number one. Next up, 88 is the Weller. Oh, we do have another mulberry, but right now we've got the Weller piece right by Jake. No, but it's the like pottery piece. Is this called Flemish?
Wait, what about 88? Yeah, number 88. We're showing this one next and then the basket.
All right. So what number are we on, Brent?
88.
88A.
Just run it that way.
All right. This one. Let's put A just in case we got two 88s.
88, yeah.
All right, here we go. We do have another mulberry piece. What do you want to give on this one? How about 100? I missed the slide for some reason. All right, 88. What do you want to give on this one? 100. Another mulberry.
Signed Iverson.
Signed Iverson. How about 75? 75.
Number 944 of 1850.
Thank you, Hillary. What do you want to give? 50.
Yeah.
50 there. What do you want to go? 60, 70, 70, 80, 90. 80 over here. What do you go? 90. 80, would you go 90, 90, would you go 90, 90 there, would you go 100, 100. I've got 90 over here, would you go 100? Anybody want to go 100? Anybody want to go 100? Sold at 90. And what's your number? 154, 154. Next up is the Weller.
Number,
89.
Ooh. Okay, 89, I got it. What do you want to give on this one? Is this one called Flemish?
Yes.
All right, Weller Flemish, 1920s, 1910s, somewhere around there. It's signed Weller. How about 75? 75, 50, 35 and go. 35, we go 35 there, we go 40. 35, we go 40, $40. Anybody want to go 40? 35, we go 40, we go $40. Anybody want to go $40? 35 is bid, we go 40. Sold at 35, 135, 135 right out here. All right, next up. Next up is,
Butterfly, Louise Piper butterfly ball.
all right,
1984.
and we're on number 90.
This was a premier artist.
Yes. Louise Piper.
And this was done in 84, 3/21 of 84. Well, and yeah.
It's beautiful. In May, we're going to have more of this collection with Louise. It's just gorgeous. This is going to be a one of a kind.
I mean, this is something that's only going to go up.
Yep, with Louise. Number one Fenton artist. What do you want to give on this one? How about 125? 125. I've got 50. Would you go 60? 60 there. Would you go 70? Would you go 80? Would you go 90? Would you go 100? 120? 130? 120's here. 130. 130, 140. 130's here, would you go 140? 140. 130 is bid, would you go 140? 130 is bid. 130 is bid, would you go 140? Teresa's got to see it out there. 130, would you go 140? 140, would you go 150? Would you go 160? 160, 170, 180. 170's up front. Anybody want to go 180? Sold at 170. 133. 133. Next up, number 91. 91 is the Viking Owl Fairy Lamp. This one glows cadmium, and it is the owl. The Viking Owl Fairy Lamp. 100. 100. 110. 100 is bid, 110, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 150 is bid. Anybody want to go 160? Anybody want to go 160? 160. Sold at 150, 125, thank you. 125. Number 92, another Louise. This is a sweet tweet. Do we have a signature on, or do we have a year on the bottom? It's Louise. 1981. Another Louise Piper. What do I get for that one? 100. $100. If you want to see it, let Hillary know. 100. 50 and go. 50 there. What do you go? 55. 55. 55. 60. 65. 70. 75. I've got 70 here. What do you go? 75. 70. What do you go? 75. 75 right there. What do you go? 80. 75 would go 80. 75 would go 80. Would you go $80? Anybody would go 80? 75 would go 80. Would you go $80? 75 would go 80. 75 would go 80. $80. 80 would you go 85. 85 there. Would you want to go 90? 85 there. Thank you for what you did do. 85 would go 90. Would you go $90? Sold at 85. 145. 145. Here we go. This is cool. I had one of these a couple years back. This is another one I've picked up. This is a gum display back in the early part of the century. This is a tea berry, and it glows. Yes, when we turned the light on in the cabinet, it didn't even need a black light to glow. It's crazy. It is a like a salesman display for gum. What do you want to give on that one? How about 100? I've got 100, 110, 110. 100 is bid. Anybody want to go 110? 100 is bid. 110, 120, 130. 120 is out there. Anybody want to go 130?
You're right.
Yep. Anybody want to go 130? 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. 180 is bid. Sold at 180. 136, 136. Thank you, gentlemen. Way in the back. He's way in the back. Okay. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, you got it out, Hillary. Bless your soul. Look at that. Is this the Regal Peacock? I think two of them are Regal Peacock. Yes.
This is S-House case.
Queensburg.
Queensburg.
Okay. How about 200? 200. What do you want to give? What do you go 100? 100. 75. 75 there. What do you go 80? 85. 90.
Number.
95. 100. 100. 110. 120. 120. 130. I've got 120. What do you go 130? 130. What do you go 140 in the back? What do you want to go 150? 160. 160. Outside. 160. 160. 170. 180. 180. 170 here. Anybody want to go 180? Anybody want to go 180? Thank you. 170 up front. You got it, Jamie. Thank you. 95 Weller Water Lily. Here we go on the water lily, 1940s. This is a Hull water lily. What do you want to give on this one? How about 25?
Yes.
25 there. What do you go 30? 25 would you go 30. 30 there. What do you go 40? 30 would you go 40? What do you go $40? 30. 30 would you go 40? Then would you go 35? 35 would you go 35. 35 would you go 35. 35 there. What do you want to go 40? 35 would you go 40? $40. Anybody would you go 40? 35 would you go 40? Would you go $40? Sold at 34. 141. 141. 96 is another Louise Piper. The beautiful little bell. What does that have a year in it, Hillary? 1980.
Oh, December 15th, 1980. A whole day on it.
Look at that. Aren't her birds lovely? They're just gorgeous. All right, number 96. Here we go. 100. It glows too. 100.
Yes.
100. Would it go 110? 100. Would it go 110? 100. Would it go 110? Anybody would it go 110? 100. Would it go 110? Would it go 110? Would it go 110? Anybody would it go 110? Louise Piper sold at 100. Number one. Number one. 97. Is this Sabino?
This is Sabino.
Sabino.
Love it. This right here.
Yes. Sabino. There we go. I never can pick up Sabino, and this one is gorgeous. It's got the nudes all the way around. 100. Yep. If you want to see it, just let Hillary know. Hillary's going to make the rounds all the way around. Sabino. 100. 75. I've got 50. Would you go 55? 55 there. Would you go 60? $60. I've got 55. Would you go 60? Would you go $60? Anybody would you go 60? 55's right there. Would you go 60? Would you go $60? 60. Yep, 65 now. He's at 60. Would you go 65 there? Would you go 70? I get $70. 70. Would you go 75? Would you go 80? Okay, 75. Anybody want to go 80? Would you go $80? Sold at 75. 142. 142. Thank you. Okay, we have the Apern. We're not going to pick it up unless you're sure. Okay. Aperns always scare me. Green opal. Okay. Green opal, and it glows. What do you want to give? Would you go 300? The Epern. What do you want to go? Would you go 300? 200. What do you want to go? No. 200. 175. 175.
150.
150. 160. 160. 170. 180. 190. 200. 210. 220. 230. 240. 230's here. Anybody want to go 240? Anybody want to go 240?
Yep.
240, 250, 260, 240. Eileen, do we have a bid on this? I thought we did. It's 98. Okay, so 240,
I already exhausted the bid.
240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290. Thank you for what you did do. 280, 148, 148. Next up. Does this one, did I put a signature on this one?
This one is unsigned.
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 Stephen
Yep. Stephen, M-A-C-H, something or other. You can attribute it to him because it looks like his style. What do you want to give on this one? How about 50?
I got 40.
40, would you go 45? 40, would you go 45? Would you go 45? Anybody want to go 45? 45 there. Would you go 50? $50. Anybody want to go 50? Anybody want to go 50? Sold at 45. 155. 155. Number 100. This one is the Frank Workman vase.
Can you just set it back over there?
From China.
Up there. Right here.
Oh, that one's going to be tricky to get out. We're halfway through. Take a stretch. 100. Woo-hoo. We have pizza coming. And if you need some pop, it's outside. This is Frank Workman.
And this sold for $325 at the factory.
A factory workman piece.
It's number 4 out of 500.
4 out of 500. All right, how about 300? 300. 200, Frank Workman. He worked under Dave Fetty. Very sought after now. Very different style than Frank. Didn't always get along. Two very strong egos. What do you want to give? And we love you both if you're watching. The same. We love you both the same. All right. Here we go. What do you want to give? What do you go? 200. 200. 100. Frank Workman. 100. Very contemporary. 75. 75 there. Would you go 80? 75 would you go 80? $80. Anybody would go $80? Factory Workman. 75 would you go 80? 80 over here. Would you go 85? 90. 95. 95. 80's over here. 95. 100. 110. 120. 130. 120's here. Anybody want to go 130? Anybody want to go 130? Sold at 120. 140. 135. 135 is the bidder number. Next up. Oh, I got to change my slides. Hang on here. I got to figure out how to do this. All right. We have the cockatoo. 101. Okay, we're switching slides and everything, so give us just a second. We're all set? 101 is the Murano cockatoo. What do you want to give on this one? How about 75? 60, what do you go 65? 65. 65 there. What do you want to go 70?
Yes.
70. Would you go 80? Would you go 90?
No.
I've got 80. Would you go 85? 85. Would you go 85? Anybody would you go 85? 80. Would you go 85? Would you go 85? 85 here. Would you go 90? $90. You're out over here. 85's over here. Would you go 90? 90. 95. 100. 95 is bid. Would you go 100? Anybody want to go 100? Sold at 95. Thank you. 135. 135. Okay. Okay, here we have the lamp. Hang on to that shade. I don't know how that goes on there. This has lights in both the top and inside. The one inside might be blown, but it lights on both sides. This is signed Horseman piece. It's hanging heart. It'll go with any of your hanging heart pieces. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is an investment piece. This is a great piece.
This is very rare.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's probably one of a kind. How about 500? 500. 200, 210. 200 is bid. Anybody want to go 210? 210. Double it. 200 is bid. Would you go 210? 210, 220. 210 is bid. Would you go 220? Anybody want to go 220? 210 is bid. Would you go 220? Anybody else? Sold it. 210, 142, 142. It gets interesting now, doesn't it? Next up, we're not going to move it. It's the big daisy and fern. We're not going to move it. It's the one in back. There you go. Dana's got it right there. What do you want to give on that one? What do you want to give? How about 200? The big one. It's the big one in the back. Yeah, I got 200, right, Brenda? 200, 225, 250, 250, 275, 300. I've got 275 here. Anybody want to go 300? 300? 275, Mr. Craven, 143. Thank you. All right, next one. This is the, what number is that one?
104.
104, okay. 104 is the Regal Peacock. This one glows. And do you see an artist on there, Dana?
I do. Kibbo?
Kibby?
Kibby? I
Okay.
apologize.
There we go.
Mrs. Kibby, I'm sorry.
Michelle Kibby. Oh, it's hard to read those signatures sometimes. Here we go. What do you want to give? 150. Michelle Kibby, Regal Peacock. What do you want to give? 150. 100.
There you go.
100. Michelle Kibby. 100. 125. 125. 150. 175. 200. 225. 200's here. Anybody want to go 225? Anybody want to go 225? 200. Thank you. 133. Number 105 is another big one.
Beautiful.
It's getting interesting now, isn't it? All right. This is 105. What do I have on this one, Eileen?
This is a Fenton Burmese copy, 1999, 13 inches tall.
All right. It is trimmed out in gold, so it's gold also. What do you want to give on this one? How about 200? How about 100? 100, 110. 110, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. 150 is bid. Anybody want to go 160? Would you go 160? Sold at 150. Brenda. And your number is my girl, 146. 146. Thanks, Brenda. 106 is a tragedy. I just have to say, it was blown off the table when we were cleaning. Yes, so we replaced it. Don't be sad. We replaced it with a Trudy Mendenhall. So if you see the mid-century piece, we literally blew it off the table. We were using our blower and boom. So here's a bonus Trudy Mendenhall. 106. What do you want to give on that one? How about 50? $50. Probably didn't see it in the catalog.
30.
I got 30. Would you go 35? 35 there. Would you go 40? $40. 45. 50. 55. 50's right here. Would you go 55? Anybody want to go 55? Would you go 55? Would you go 55? Anybody want to go 55? 55. 60. 60. Would you go 65? 65. 65. Anybody want to go 65? 60's right here. Would you go 65? Are you yes, Brenda? Sold at $60. 137. 137. Number 7 is a Dave Fetty. Dave Fetty pitcher and stand. Number 107. There you go. You got it, Jake. Dave Fetty. Here we go. Another factory Fetty. What do you want to give for this one? 150. 150. Stand and pitcher. Hanging heart. 125. 125. 100. 100. Anybody want to go 100? 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 140, 150. 140 is bid. Anybody want to go 150? 150. Dave Fetty, 150. Anybody want to go 150? 140 is bid. 150. Stand and pitcher. Sold at 140. 135. 135. Number 8. Oh. Is that big? Can you get that out, Dana?
Sure can, not a problem. Here it is.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
You know everything it says on the bottom?
I do not. This is an S Waters limited to 1,500. And this, I think this is another peacock vase. It's just stunning. 14 inches tall. What do you want to give for this one? How about 200? 200.
How about 100? Yeah.
100. 110. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. 180 is here. Anybody want to go 190? Anybody want to go 190? Anybody want to go 190? Sold at 180, Mr. Craven. Congratulations. And your number is 143. Next up is the honeysuckle lamp over here. It's the coin dot one. Pauline, could you show us how beautiful that is by pointing at it? There you go, Eileen. All right, what do you want to give for that one? The honeysuckle lamp 109. How about 500? 500. 200.
Yes.
I got 200. Would you go 225? 200. Would you go 225? Anybody want to go 225? 225. 250.
Yes.
250. 260. 270. 280. 290.
Yep.
300. 290 is bid. Anybody want to go 300? Anybody want to go 300? Sold at 290. Number one. Next up, number 110. The Fenton hat. I love this one. I have two of these. That's why I'm selling this one. I love the jade inside. The green is just gorgeous. Dave Fetty. I think this is a factory piece too. How about 125? 125. 100. How about 75? Dave Fetty. 75 there. Would you go 80? 75 would you go 80? $80. Anybody would go 80? 75 would you go 80? Would you go $80? 80 there. Would you go 85? 85 there. Would you want to go 90? 90 would you go 95? 95 would you go 100? 100, 110, 120. I've got 110. Would you go 120? 110 would you go 120? Anybody want to go 120? Sold at 110.
136.
136. Thank you. 136. Next up, number 11. We've got the blue decanter, right?
Yes,
We do.
Yes, we do.
Woohoo! Here we go. Number 111.
Beautiful.
What do you want to give on that one? How about 50? How about 50? 45. Would you go 45, 35, and go? What do you want to give? Would you go 35, 35? What do you want to give? Would you go 35 there? Would you go 40? 35. Would you go 40, 40, 40 there? Would you go 45? 45. Would you go 45? I've got 40 over here. Would you go 45? Would you go 45? Would you go 45 there? Would you want to go 50? 50. Would you go 55? 55. 111. 55.
Yes.
55 there. Would you want to go 60? $60. Would you go 65? 65. Would you go 70? 65. Would you go 70? Would you go? I got 65, so you got to come in 70. $70. Would you go 75? Anybody want to go 75? Sold it. $70. Number? No. Okay. Okay. 95. Would you go 100? Sold at 95. Are we straight now? Okay, great. 112. Pizza is here.
That was buyer one.
Yes. We got pizza out there if you want to go get a piece. It's totally, just go grab one if you want one for lunch, and there's pop out there too.
We put a little thing for
There's pizza plates, everything out there. Oh yeah, Brett, you want a pizza? If you want to go get a pizza, should we take a little 3 minute? Let's take a little 3-minute break if you want to go get a piece of pizza. Just go ahead and get it now. We'll just take a little break. We'll just, since it's here, we'll wait 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be Mother's Day weekend. Yeah.
What did you know?
We'll take a break. Yes.
Two.
So for those of you at home, we're taking a little 5-minute break. It's so small in here. Our free pizza just came in. So we're going to I knew this would happen. We're taking a little 5-minute break.
That's okay.
So if you're at home and want to ask me any questions, go ahead. I can see you. We might as well let him get it and get set. Thank you. Yes, if you're at home, you know what you can do right now. You better go. We'll be here. How many people are at the auction, Heidi? Let me see if I can switch you around here. Can you? If you guys are in line, wave at everybody at home. They're looking at you. Here they are. They're way out back, way around. Yes. Oh, Brenda, how are you? Oh, it's stiff. Oh.
It says free time. You know how you always have to drink?
Oh my gosh, Brenda. Can I survive on that much coffee in the morning?
Yeah. Okay, and then I started trying to find a gal. And now I have to, here's the silver, that's the sweat.
Oh my gosh.
And now we just gotta take it to the jewelry store and have it posted on there as a gal.
Oh my
Would
gosh.
that be cute?
Yes, I love that.
All right.
Oh, Brenda, thank you. I love you too.
I got your husband. Not that dirty.
Thanks for lunch, Rosie.
You're welcome.
Don't scoot back.
Can I get you a piece of pizza?
I don't want to see it into the tool.
Thank you. Doesn't matter. Just you wait till everybody's done. I'm not really particularly hungry. If there's one left, okay. Doesn't matter. So those of you at home that are watching, all the absentee bidder numbers are under 1. So we will contact you just like any other sale at home. It might take a day or two. We'll invoice you guys at home, okay? You doing okay, Brent?
What?
You doing okay?
Sure about my collection. Okay, how
Yeah.
about his collection?
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. He needs to get.
I wondered where you were. I had to call this guy.
Do you get duplicates?
I wondered where you were, Mr. Craven. I said, I got to call you. I had to search for your number.
When's the next one gonna be?
Mother's Day weekend.
25.
Yep.
You got a pop?
It's kind of warm, but
You in
it's
the middle. You take the middle one. I'll take that because you don't like black olives.
yeah.
Right?
Right.
You got a pop?
Okay.
You can both use it.
Okay, we'll get started here in just a second. We'll let him eat a minute.
Once you invite students, you welcome.
It's okay. It's the best we could do. Let's hope it didn't hurt the flow.
Almost a good way.
We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. Who's watching at home? If you're watching at home, comment so I can see ya. Comment down below so I can see ya. If you're watching out in the lot, come get your pizza. Hi, Marcy. Patty. Thanks, Karen. You're awesome too, Amber. Hi, Kitchy. Somebody want to take George a piece of pizza? Somebody should probably take George a piece of pizza. Okay. Hi, Joanne.
Oh.
We're taking a pizza break.
I heard that. I was watching.
We're on 112, so we're taking a pizza break. So.
Good. That's great.
I still got you at 40. Next time, let's change it to 20.
Well, if you want me to start at 20, I'll start at 20.
We're okay. This is a good break. Give it a good time. I'll just finish my pizza and we'll be all set.
Very generous, you guys, like overly generous.
Well,
I appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Look at that, we're so appreciative.
Oh.
Oh, no, we won't let her.
Hillary's gonna provide the entertainment. Auction starts very soon. Oh my gosh, I got all this to eat.
Yeah, I know where they were.
A little more. Good. Okay. 2 more bites. Come back in. We're waiting for you. Fill the seats up. Thank you. Hi, Monica. Okay. Are we all set to go? Did you have a good lunch? You're welcome. All right, let's get started. Are we all set, Eileen? All set, Eileen? We are on number 112? All right, this is a reverse painted butterfly lamp. And did I say anything else about it, Eileen?
You said it was reverse painted butterfly.
Okay, isn't that cute little size?
It's signed and taken by F. Hopkins, number 1051.
All right, 100. Anybody want to go 100? 100.
I've got 160.
160. Would you go 165? 165 there. Would you go 170? 170. 170. 170. 180. 190. 200. 210. 220. 230. I've got 220. Would you go 230? 220. Would you go 230? Anybody want to go 230? Sold at 220. Number 118. Thank you. 118. Next up, item number 113. We're not going to move it. It's Trudy's lamp.
What?
Trudy Mendenhall. You guys all know Trudy.
Do we hold pick up the top of
You could probably pick up the shade. So you guys have seen that, Trudy, if you're at home, it's beautiful. It's an older base. We found the shade. We didn't intend to use this base, but it matched perfectly. One of a kind. You'll never see another one. One of a kind Trudy Mendenhall with her cardinals on there. What do you want to give for that one? How about 400? 400. What do you want to give? 200. 200. What do you want to give? What do you go 200? Anybody want to go 200? 150.
150.
150. What do you go 160? 160. 160. What do you go 170? 180. 190. 200. 210. 220. 230. 230. Anybody want to go 230? 220. What do you go 230? One of a kind. Anybody want to go 230? 230. 240. 240. 250. 250. Anybody want to go 250? Yep. 250. 260. 270. 270. Only be one. 270. 260's here. Anybody want to go 270? 270. Last chance. Anybody want to go 270? Sold at 260. Yes, Jamie. 133. 133. Okay. Awesome. Now we have the little Daisy and Fern cranberry table lamp there. The little one. 114. All righty. What do you want to give on that one, Craven? Start me out. 100. 125. 125. 100. Would you go 125? The little one right there. 100. Would you go 125? 125. 150. 160. 160. 170. 180. 180. I've got 170 up here. 180. 190. 200. 200, Brenda. All right, 190. Would you go 200? Would you go 200? Sold at 190. 143. 143. Thank you. Number 115 is the pinched vase. Over here, custard vernice. That's the diamond trellis. Yep. And who's the artist on this, Dana? Jay Brown. Okay. Jay Brown. It's the pinch vase. What do you want to give? 100. 100. 100. 125. 125. Anybody want to go 125? 100 is bid. Would you go 125? Anybody want to go 125? 125? 110. 120. 120. 130. 130. 140. 130. 140. Anybody want to go 140? Sold at 130. Nice to see you. 151 is the winner. 151. Number 16, the Epern. This one also glows. And there, George has got a cruet coming up that matches this. Beautiful one-horn Epern. All right, here we go. What do you want to give on that one? How about 100? 100. 125. 125. 130. 125's out here. Would you go 130? 130. Anybody want to go 130? 130. Sold at 125. Brenda gets it. Yay. All right.
That's what we like to hear around here.
Brenda, what's your number again, sweetie? What? 146. All right, number 117. Here we go. This is a JIP with the hummingbird coming out of the top of it. And it is signed.
It says New Century Collection.
Bill Fenton. Okay.
And it's signed by, I'm sorry, no.
I don't know.
Okay, me too.
I can't read it. Anyway, you can if you want to see it. Okay, here you go. 75. Glossy Rosaline.
70.
I got 75. 80.
Yes.
80. 85. 90.
Yes.
95. 100.
Yes.
110. 120.
Yes.
130. 130. 140. 130. 140. Anybody want to go 140? Sold at 130. 135. 135. Thank you. Number 118 is the apartment size Epern. Apartment size Epern. And John's got it. This is the turquoise. Yep. Everybody wants this size. What do you want to give on this one? 100. 100, 110. 110. Anybody want to go 110? 100 is bid. Would you want to go 110? The apartment size Ypern in pastel turquoise. 110. 100 is bid. Would you want to go 110? 110, 110, 120. 120, 120, 130, 140, 150. Anybody want to go 150? 150? Sold at 140. Number one. Thank you. 119. This is a Victorian. We put it in the sale. It's a Victorian thorn-handled basket. We put it in the sale because of the color and because it's embossed on the outside. So it's very cool. Victorian basket, 119. How about 35? 35. Looks like mint chocolate chip. What do you want to give it to go 35? I've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 55 is bid. Anybody want to go 60? 60, 65. I've got 60. Would you go 65? Would you go 65? Anybody want to go 65? Sold at 60. 118. 118. Thank you, PJ. Next up, 120. This is a 4-horned Ypern in seafoam green. And John has it over here. You're not going to hold it. All right. What do you want to go on this one? Beautiful. How about 200?
I got 325.
All right, 325. Would you go 350? 350. Anybody want to go 350? 325 would go 350. Anybody want to go 350? 325 is bid. Would you go 350? Sold at 325. Number one. Next up, number 21 is the Black Rose. Only 241 of these ever made. So this is very, very, very small production. What do you want to give on this one? Black Rose. They only made this for a short time because they couldn't get the rose color consistent to keep the pattern. So there's only 241 of those made. What do you want to give? What do you go? 50. $50. 45 and go. 30, 35, 35, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55, 60, 65. I got 60. Would you go 65? 60. Would you go 65? Anybody want to go 65? Would you go 65? Anybody want to go 65? Sold at 60. 119. 119.
Yeah.
Number 22 is the shard vase. It's right by the water bottle. The glass shard. Glass shard vase. This is a studio art piece. What do you want to give on this one? SCHAR, shard. Here we go. Beautiful piece. I think it's signed too somewhere. I saw a signature on it. Anyway, what do you want to give on this one? How about 75? 75, would you go 75? Look at the color. What do you want to give it to go 75? I know. 75, would you go 50? 50, would you go 55? 50, would you go 55? Would you go 55? Would you go 55? 50 is bid. Would you go to 55? Anybody want to go 55? Sold at 50, number one. 20, that's number 22, number one. Next up, we have the Millefori pheasant. The Millefori pheasant, this is Murano. This is number 123. And here, oh, that one's gorgeous. Look at that. What do you want to give? Would you go 50? $50. The whole body's Millefori. Yes. I've got 50. Would you go 60? $60. On the pheasant, 50. Would you go 60? 60, 70, 70, 80. 80. Would you go 90? $90. Anybody want to go 90? 80's right here. Would you go 90? Would you go $90? Sold at 80. You got one. There you go. 125. Thank you. 125 is the bidder. Next up, we have the Blue Burmese Fenton logo. This is a FAGCA piece. The year, I think, is 1980, 1990. It has the butterfly on the bottom, so it was a limited edition piece. 1999 FAGCA award, Blue Burmese. All right, so it wasn't in a catalog. It was a souvenir of the convention. So what do you want to give on that one? How about 100? I've got 50. Would you go 60? 50. Would you go 60?
Yep.
Okay, 60. Would you go 70? Would you go 80? Would you go 90? 80's right here. Would you go 90? $90. 90 in the back. Would you go 100? 110? 120? 130, 140. 130 is bid. Would you go 140? Anybody want to go 140? Sold it, 130. What's the number, Russ? 123. 123. Number 25. Okay, we're not going to move this either. This is the Mariner's lamp over here, attributed to Louise Piper because it has the ferns on the violets. This was taken out of an estate in Bellevue. It's not signed. It's attributed to Louise because of she used the ferns in their violets in the snow pattern. What do you want to give on that one? How about 200? 200. 125. 125, 150. 125, I'm gonna go 150. Louise Piper attributed, not signed, but that's how she signed those with the firm. 125, I'm gonna go 150, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250. 225 is bid, we're gonna go 250. Anybody wanna go 250? Sold at 225, 155, 155. Did I get the number? Okay. Great job. Number 26 is the beautiful basket. I put this one in the sale because of the color. This is 126. This is, look at that. I love the colors. The purple with the carnival base, just gorgeous. No, I don't think it does. How about 35 on that one? I've got 35, I'm gonna go 40, 45, I'm gonna go 50, 55, 60. 55 is here. Anybody want to go 60? 55 is bid. Would you go 60? Would you go $60?
Yeah.
60 over here. Would you go 65? 60's over here. Would you go 65? Sold at $60. 143. 143. Next up, yeah, good piece. She gets a single clap. Hey, all right. Next up is the Fetty mushroom. And I picked this one for its color. This is made at, this has Dave's stamp, but this is made at Henderson Hall. What do you want to give? Would you go 100? 100. What? 75? Would you go 80? 80? Would you go 85? 90? 95? 95? 95? 100? 110? 120? 130? 140? 150? 160? Did I jump that? 140? 150? I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. 160? 170? 160's over here. Anybody want to go 170? Anybody want to go 170? Sold at 160. And that is 117. 117. Congratulations. All right. Number 128 is the little lady. What did I say about her, Eileen?
She is an ESCO, and she's an elegant miss.
How about 50 on her? How about 50? Would you go 50? Would you go 35? 35, would you go 35, would you go 35, what do you want to give, would you go 25 and go? She's rare. 25, would you go 30? 25, would you go 30? Anesco's Little Miss. 25, would you go 30, would you go $30? Anybody want to go $30? 1950s, anybody want to go $30? Sold at 25, number one. 124, number 124. Eileen wants that one. Dave Fetty, 129. This matches the picture. This was a factory piece. What do you want to give on this one? How about 100? The same hanging hearts with the blue, cobalt blue.
I had both of those. This
Yep.
one and the other one in my collection.
Yep. What do you want to give on this one? How about 100? 150, would you go 60? 60 there, would you go 70? 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. I've got 90, but I got 100, would you go 110? 110. 100, would you go 110? 120. 120. 100, would 110, would you go 120? Anybody want to go 120? Sold at 110. That's 126. 126. Number 30. This is a fairy lamp. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was a marriage, but it's not. Yeah. I saw it together like that. So
There's 3 pieces.
yes, it's 3 pieces. Yes, Jamie says it's a happy marriage. I saw these pieces together online too, so I don't know if somebody put them together. I don't know. I think they might have. I don't know.
I think they might have sold it that way.
And then the topaz bottom. All right, what do we want to give on the fairy lamp? This is number 130.
Well, I have 80.
80, would you go 85? 85 there would go 90. 90 would go 95. 95 would go 100. 100, 110 would go 120. I've got 110 would go 120. 110 would go 120 would go 120. Anybody want to go 120? 120, 130, 140. 130's out there. Would go 140. Sold at 130. 136. 136. Number 31 is the decanter. And is this one Empoli? Empoli decanter. Here we go. Very cool, mid-century. What do you want to give it to go? 50. How about 50? With the stopper. 35. 35 there would go 40. 35 would go 40. $40. Anybody would go 40? 35. 40 there would go 45. I've got 40 would go 45. 40 would go 45. Anybody would go 45? Would go 45. 45. Anybody would go 45? Sold at $40 straight out. 125. 125. Number 32. Oh, this is phenomenal. This is a chocolate thistleberry, aspen thistle. Yes. The pictures don't do this one a justice. It's huge. What do you want to give on this one? How about 100? And again, no two pieces of chocolate are the same because the heat changes the color. You never know how they're going to turn out. $100. 75 would go 80. $80, 90, 90, 95, 100, 110, 120, 110, 120. Anybody want to go 120? 110 would go 120. Sold at 110, 135, 135. All right, this is a Callahan piece, I think, the peacock. It's over here. Jake's got it. The peacock. Can you get? If you can't get it out, Jake. Those china cabinets are tricky. They are tricky. Yes, it is possible. I put it in. Is this the Callahan piece? Yes. It is signed. All right. How about 75? 75. 50. Peacock. 45 would go 50. 45 would go 50. 40, 50 there. 55. 55, 60. 65. I've got 60 would go 65. I've got 60 would go 65. Anybody would go 65? Would go 65? Sold at 60. 125. Thank you. 125. Next up, 34 is another Bailey piece. What's it? Bailey? What? Bailey and what? Singleton Bailey. There you go. This is another farmyard piece, just a different style. Fenton made for Singleton Bailey, never in the catalogs. What do you want to give for this one? How about 50? Yep, there's chickens in there. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. 65 is bid. Anybody want to go 70? Anybody want to go 70? 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 85 is bid. Anybody want to go 90? Anybody want to go 90? Sold at 85. 150. Thank you. 150. Next up, our alley cat. Red, white, and blue made for Rosso. So this was specially made for Rosso. It's a C Riggs, and it's looks like number 20. What do you want to give on the Patriotic Alley? How about 125? 125. 100. 100. 75. 75. 80. 85. 75 is bid. Anybody want to go 80? 85. 90. 95. 100. 110. 120. 130. 130. I have him at let me see. Oh, there you go. You're in at 125. 130. Anybody want to go 130? Sold at 125. 125. There you go. All right. Number 36 is the tumble up. Another glowy one. Tumble up. Let's see the bottom of this one, sweetie. It is a George Fenton signed P. Lane piece.
The shape of the cup is unique, isn't it?
Yeah, very beautiful. What do you want to give on that one? How about 100? 100. Anybody want to go 100? 75 and go. 75 there, 80. 75 would go 80. So 75 would go 80.
Are you on 136?
Yep.
136.
75 would go 80.
Yes.
80 would go 85. 85 would go 90. 90 would go 95. 100. 95 right here would go 100.
Yes.
100, 110. 110. 110, 120.
Yes.
130. 140.
Yep.
150. 140 is bid. Anybody want to go 150? 150. Sold at 140. Number one. Number one. Number 37 is the Weller Bluebell. Weller Bluebell vase. There we go. I love this pattern. Early Weller. How about 45? 45. $40 and go. Anybody want to go 40? Would go $40? $40. 35. $30. 30 there. 35. 30 would go 35. 30 would go 35. 35. Anybody want to go 35? You're in at 30. Anybody want to go 35? 35. Anybody want to go 35? Sold at $30. 142. Number 38, the Blue Burmese. JIP. All right, what's on this one? In the bottom. M. Young, 2,750 in Blue Burmese. What do you want to give? Would it go 75? 75, 75, would it go 75? Anybody would it go 75? What do you want to give? Would it go 50? $50. Blue Burmese. What do you want to give? Would it go 50? 50 there, would it go 55? 55, would it go 60? 60, would it go 65? 70, 75, 80, 85, $90. 95, 100, 110, 120. I've got 110 here. Would it go 120? 110. Would it go 120? Anybody would it go 120? Sold at 110. Is that 143? 135. Excuse me. 135. Next up, we have another beaded drape. This one glows. Number 139. And here we go. What do you want to give on that one? How about 75? 75 there. Would it go 80? 75. Would it go 80? 75, 80. Would you go 85? 90, 95, 100, 110, 120, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. 200 is here. 210, 220, 220, 230. 220 is here. Anybody else? Sold at 220. 127. Thank you very much. All right. We are going to have George come up here and do 20 lots. All right.
All right, how does that sound? There we go. I think we got it. You're all warmed up now, which is great because we got a great piece coming up next here. This is, let's see, where are we here? Lot number 140. This is, I believe this is a Fenton piece. This is jade. This is from the 1920s. And yep. Okay, how's that? Better? Okay. Okay, so this is a 1930s vintage jade, and it is beautiful. And their jade green is a little different. It's actually a little more like an actual jade stone. I always thought that was very pretty with that Art Deco. We're going to start this one off at $50. $50 opening bid on the 1930s jade ice bucket with the bamboo handles. $50 now, $40 opening bid, 40 and 45 and 50 and 55 and 60 and 65 and 70 and 75 in the back, $80, $85, $85. She's got that smile. We've got $80 now looking for 85. I'm in at $80 looking for 85, $80 bid now looking for 85 and sold $80, number 135. Okay. Next on this slide is a large white object against a black background.
Okay, what is it?
I can't really tell. I think it's frosted or clear glass. Oh, it's the Elite piece. Yeah, this is really nice. We're not exactly sure what it is. Is it a paperweight? But it is signed Lalique on the bottom, and it is their quality in that frosting. Funny thing, I was in the Lalique store in Mexico City, and they're making practically nothing in clear anymore. All their stuff is in color, so the clear stuff is now pretty collectible. And we're going to start this off at $40. $40 opening bid on the Lalique. $40, looking for $40, now $35. $35 on the Lalique, now $30. Looking for a $30 bid. This is a very nice piece of French glass. We've got $30 in the back, $30, now $35. 30 looking 35, now 35 looking for 40. 40 now looking for 45. 40 now 45. This is number 141. $40 looking for 45. $45 now bid, now looking for 50. $45 in my bid, 50. $50 now 55. $50 now looking for 55 on the Lalique piece. We are at $50. All in, all done. Sold, $50. Number 142 for the Lalique piece. 142. All right, these look like, oh, that's very cute. I don't know anything about this piece. Oh, it's Dave Fetty. Yes, I see the signature. Yep, very good. This is really cool. This is one of the pieces Dave Fetty made after Fenton glass, and I can't say I saw anything like this when we went and saw him blowing down in West Virginia. So let's start this off at $50 bid on the Dave Fetty thing. We've got 50 now 60, 50 now 60, $60 now 70, 70 now 80, 80 now 90, 90 now 100, $100 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. 160 looking for 170. We are at $160 looking for 170. You're shaking your head. 160 looking for 170, and we are sold $160. Number 122 for the Dave Fetty piece. Okay, here is a Murano glass piece, and how cool this fish is with the amberina and clear. And I always like those bases. You'll see them sometimes as cocktail decanters too, and those are really expensive. The pieces on the base, well, they're pretty collectible now. Let's start this one out at $50. $50 bid on the Murano fish. We got 80. Okay, we're going to start at 80. $80 bid. Now looking for 90. $80 looking for 90. $90 now looking for 100. 100 now looking for 110, 110 looking for 120, 120 looking for 130, 130 looking for 140, 140 looking for 150, 150 looking for 160. What's that? You're out. Yep, we're at 150, 150 bid. I'm in at 150. Do we have one? You're at 150. Going, and gone. Sold number 154, $150. Great piece. Oh, this is a different color we don't see. Yeah, it glows, but it's also got that carnival finish on it, and this is in the strawberry pattern.
That's the one we put in Facebook. We got 40,000 hits.
Wow. Oh, that's very interesting. John says they put this on Facebook just to show people, and they got 40,000 hits to this posting because this is a very unusual piece in this color treatment. And I think we'll start out here at $50 opening bid. $50 for this unusual piece. Now we've got 50 in the back, now 60, now 70, now 80, now 90, now 100, now 110, now 120, now 130, now 140. We've got 140, now 150, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. 210, 220, 230. We're at 220 and looking for 230. Okay, we're at 220 and we're all in, all done. Sold $220 to number 122.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great. Yep, you folks, this is a knowledgeable group of people, and you know what the good stuff is. All right.
Am I right?
Oh, this is cool. The small alley cat. These are so great. I like the clear color. Oh, it's a happy cat. Okay, very good. Happy cat, yes. I get those confused. The Tiffin, the old ones, you know, they were all one, and now they're a bunch. Very pretty blue color with a little bit of iridescence. Let's start this one at $50. $50 opening bid. We've got 50 now, 60, 60 now, 70, 70 now, 80, 80 now, 90. We're at $80 bid, $80 bid on the blue cat. And we are in at $80 looking for 90, $80 looking for 90. Sold $80, number 136. Okay, this little donkey here, is this, oh, very nice. This is a two-piece. Yeah, 2 for 1. This is slag chocolate glass, the donkey and the cart. And so you're getting both pieces for one money as a set. And we're going to start this off also at $50. $50 opening bid for the two-piece set here. $50 now, 40. $40. Let's get started here. $40 in the back. 40 now, 45. 45 now, 50. $45 looking for 50. $50 now, 55. 55 looking for 60. 60 looking for 65. 65 looking for 70. 70 looking for 75. 75 looking for 80. $80 bid now, 85 now, 90. 85 looking for 90. $90 bid, $95. We're at $90. I'm at $90 bid. Fair warning and sold. $90, number 153. Okay, this is a great piece of Viking blue neat glass, and I have always liked the way they pulled it in like a crown. I think they were trying to do kind of like Astoria was back then, and the crowns are pretty popular, and that is the blue neat color. I am going to start that one out at $30 opening bid. $30 for the Viking blue neat compote with the poles. That's a pretty cheap price, folks. Let's try 25. 25. Do we have 25? We're in at $25 now, 30. 25 looking for 30. $30 now, 35. $30 now, 35. No beating each other up. $30 now, 35. We're in at $30 looking for $35. 35 looking for 40. We are at $35. You ladies are out unless you want to bid. 35 now looking for 40. Fair warning. Sold $35, number 148. Okay. We have a very nicely painted Fenton basket, and there is that hot glow again. Oh, this is really nice. This one's got the diamond herringbone pattern in it, so you really get a lot of design in it when you light it up. And let's start this one off at $40 bid. $40 bid now, 45. We've got $40 bid and now 45. 45 now, 50. 50 now, 55. 55 now, 60. 65. We've got 65 now, 70. Looking for $70 now, 75. $70 now, 75 now, 80. 80 looking for 85. 85 now, 90. 80, 90 now, 95. 95 now, 100. We're at $95 for the basket. Looking for $100. It's a nice piece at a nice price. $95. Fair warning and sold. Number 135. Very nice. And these are, oh, Miss Krista, cream and sugar. Boy, yep. We've got a cream and sugar. We don't have a lid on that sugar bowl, but boy, that's a cute set. And you can use it as an open sugar. I just sold the salt and pepper shakers, and this stuff is really popular. One of the best things left and ever made. If you're a cat lover, well, here's your chance. We're going to start these at $25. $25 now, 30. We've got 25 looking for 30. 25 on the Miss Chris looking for $30 on the cream and sugar there. $25 looking for 30 now, 30 looking for 35. 35 now, 40. 35 now, 40. 40 looking for 45. $40 bid, I'm in at $40 bid, $40 bid, $40 now, looking for 45, and sold for $40, number 135. All right, here's a pretty piece.
I think that's a Mendenhall.
Is it a Trudy Mendenhall?
I think so. Let me take a look. But OG or painted by TJ Mendenhall.
Oh, that's great. Yep, this is OG back in the factory days. And it's, I like this. It's nice and simple. You can see through it and you still get some pattern there and a good color. Let's start this at $40. $40 on the Trudy Mendenhall. We've got a bid of 40 now, 45. 40 looking for 45. 45 looking for 50. 50 for 55. 50 looking 55 now, 60. 60 now, 65. Now 70. Now 75. now $80, 80 now 85, 85 looking for 90, 90 now 100, 100 now 105, 105 now 110, 110 now 115, 115 looking for 120, 120 looking for 125, 125 looking for 130. We're at $125 bid, 125, all in and all done. Sold for $125 to number 135. Oh, this is a pretty piece here. This is this malachite glass made in Bohemia. So this is essentially Czech glass. I think these were done in the 1950s, if I'm not mistaken. Very pretty atomizer there. And you might need it on a hot day like this. Just fill it with water and spray. We will start this one out at $40. $40 on the malachite atomizer. These sell pretty well, folks. $40 now, $35. $35, let's get started at $30. We've got $30 now. $30 on the atomizer, looking for $35. Yep, $35 now, $40. Now $45. $45 in the back. Okay, okay, $45 now, $50. $45 now, $50. Looking for $50 bid. $50 now, $55. $50 bid now, $55. Sold $50. Number 152. Oh, this is nice. Yes, this is great. This is a piece of Goldscheider porcelain. And Goldscheider, this was something made in America that originally was made in Europe, and they fled the Nazis and moved their factory here, and we are the beneficiaries. They made beautiful stuff. First thing I ever sold at a show was a piece of Goldscheider, so I have happy memories of it.
I think it's 40.
40? Yep. Yep, that sounds about right. We're going to start this lovely lady off at $40. $40 bid on the Goldscheider dresser powder box, whatever you want it to be. $40 now, $35. And I bid $35. Let's get this started. $30 bid. $30 bid. Anybody in at $30 on this piece? $30 bid. Now looking for $35. 30 looking for $35. I'm in at $30. $30 now. $30 now. Looking for $35. $30 looking for $35. No other bidders, then we are sold to number 136. Okay, this next piece is an unusual color for these. This is Empoli glass, and you do not really see this color of red because it cost extra money to make, and a lot of the Empoli bottles were just for people to sell wine in back in the day. So this one's a little bit harder to find. We're going to start this one off at $50 opening bid. $50 for the Empoli decanter. We've got 50 now, 60. 50 now, 60. $60 bid now, 65. 65 now, 70. 70 now, 75. 75 now, 80. 80 now, 85. 85 now, 90. 90 now, 95. 95 now, 100. 100 now, 105. 105 now, 110. 110 now, 115. We are in at 110. 110 on the Empoli red bottle. It's a beautiful piece. We are fair warning here and sold number 152.
All right. Got the lighthouse. Yep. Big guy, right?
Very cool. This is pretty. Nice piece of Fenton glass. It's got a walnut base, which is a little unusual, and a great painting. He'll turn it around so you can see of the lighthouse. And it's really nicely done. Who's the artist on that, Jake? Are you able to tell?
Team Eater.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Team Eater. Okay, very interesting. Oh, and there's another mark on there. Let's see. This is for American Gallery. Okay. Very nice piece. Haven't seen this one before myself.
$2 glass messenger.
Oh, this is a glass messenger piece. Very good. That's why it's not familiar to me. I don't see a lot of glass messenger. We're going to start this one at $40. $40 opening bid, now 45. 40 looking for 45. We've got 45 looking for 50. 50 now 55. 50 now 55. $50 looking for 55. You're at 50. We're looking for 55.
Yep.
55, thank you.
Yep.
50, 60, now 65.
Yep.
Now 70,
Yep.
now 75. Now $80, 80 now 85, 80 now 85. We are in at 80, looking for 85, 85 now 90,
Yep.
90 now 95, 95 now 100, 100 now 105, 105 now 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135. We are at 130 on the Lighthouse vase, 130, and fair warning, and sold $130 to number 151. Very nice piece. There's some cool stuff in this auction.
Yeah.
Here's a very pretty piece. Did we decide if this was Blenko or Greenwich?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Let's see if we can.
Blenko striking.
It does. Yeah, let's look at. Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah, the way the bottom's figure.
at noon.
So bring this back. And
Yeah. By then we'll try to know which one of those two companies made it. But I'm actually leaning towards Blenko too because of the color. So we're going to start this out at, it's definitely a 1960s piece. We're going to start this out at $40 opening bid for the big picture. $40. $40 now, 35. Let's see, $35 now. There we are, $35 opening bid. 35 looking for 40. 35 looking for now 40, now 45, now 50. $45 bid, $45 bid on the big blue pitcher. Fair warning, and sold, number 119. All right. Oh, this is a nice basket. And this one not only, of course, flows under the black light because it's the beautiful Fenton Burmese, but it appears to have glass frit in the decoration. Yeah, oh, that's nice. Glass frit and enameling on the butterfly wings. That's a very, very pretty piece there.
There's 109 out of 1750, hand painted by D. Adkins.
Very good. All right, let's start this one off at $75. $75 opening bid. And how about $60? $60 opening bid. We've got $60 now, 70. 60 now, 70. $60 opening bid. I'm in at $60, looking for $70. $70 now, 70, looking for 80. $70 bid. $70 bid on this pretty basket, folks. It's a great deal. We're looking for $80 somewhere in the house. $80 now, 80 looking for 90, 80 looking for 90. We got $80 bid looking for 90, now 90 looking for 100. $100 bid, now 110. 100 looking for 110. All in and all done. Sold $100, and that is number 135. That's cute. You don't see these too much. This is Venetian glass. A lot of these dancers were made in the 1950s. When I say Venetian, it probably was from the island of Murano. That base looks like Salviati to me with all the gold in it. That is a very pretty piece. And it is is that a candlestick holder? Or is it just a figure with the top hat? Okay, I see. Very nice. And yeah, great color combination there. And let's start that one off at $50. $50 opening bid. 50 now, 60. 50 looking for 60. We've got $50 on the piece that she's holding there. $50 looking for $60. $55, anybody? Last chance. We're at 50 looking for 55, 55 looking for 60, 60 looking for 65, $60 bid, $65, 65 looking for 70, 70 looking for 75, 75 looking for 80, $80 bid now, 85, $80 bid now, 85. I'm in at $80 bid, looking for $85. You're already in at 80, and we are sold for $80 to number 118. Oh, this is big. Yep, that's what happens when you put gold in a glass batch. That is pretty impressive cranberry there. And look at all the texturing. Very pretty piece and big too. I think the cranberry's making a comeback. I'm sure seeing it go where I sell. So let's start that one off at $50. $50 opening bid. We've got 50 now, 60 now, $70. Looking for 70 now, 80 now, 90 now, 100. 110. We are at $100 bid. $100 bid on the big unit now. 120 now, 110. Sorry, 110 looking for 120. 120 looking for 130. We're at 130, 140, 150. 150 looking for 150. We are at 140 looking for 150. Fair warning. And sold $140 to number 122. Beautiful piece.
Okay, here's. You got
Oh,
160.
thanks.
You're gonna do 160.
Okay. All right, this is number 159, and I believe that we decided that this was Wallenbach, if I remember right, when we were looking at it. Is that right? Yeah, I believe that's right. It's the W with the crown mark. This is German. They made beautiful porcelain women, both before and after the Second World War. A lot of the companies were in Eastern Germany, and so we couldn't get these for a long period of time, so they're pretty popular with the collectors, and we're going to start her off at $40 opening bid. $40 on the very pretty seated woman. Now $50. 40 looking for 50. 40 looking for 50. $40 bid in, looking for $50. How about 45? Anybody out there for $45? This is a very nice piece of porcelain. Porcelain's a real deal these days. And we've got 45 now looking for 50. $45 looking for 50, now 55. 55 now looking for 60. $55 bid now looking for $60. 55 looking for 60. Are you out, Pauline?
I'm in.
You're in. So, okay, that's $60 looking for 65. 60 looking for 65. And sold number 155. She's a beauty. Oh, this is nice.
Where's yours?
Right here. Thank you. Okay, this is a beautiful piece of blue Burmese with a really nice painting of butterflies and floral, and S. Jackson is our decorator. That is a very pretty piece. I'm finding blue Burmese very hard to find out in the wild for me. Is that lavender, not blue Burmese? Thank you. Okay. It's so good being in a knowledgeable group of people. Oh yeah, now that I see it, you're right. There's no blue in it at all once you get it in white. Yeah. Oh, really? So it's like an Alexandrite glass. Oh yeah, I'm watching it change color as it goes out there. So it's really like an Alexandrite satin glass called lavender. Thank you for that. All right, well, let's start that one off at $40 opening bid. $40 on the lavender. We got 40, now 50. 50 now 60, 60 now 70. $70 now 80, looking for $80. $70 bid, $80 in the back. We got 80 now looking for 90, 80 looking for 90, $90 bid now 100. We're at $90 bid now 100, $100 now 110, $100 bid now 110, 100 bid now looking for $110. All in, all done. Sold $100 to number 122.
Now we have letters.
Okay, now we've got the letters.
This is George.
Okay.
Yep, number F.
Yeah.
Number F.
Okay, letter F. This is similar, but this is a different color than the one you saw before. Yeah, same pattern. Yep. That color is actually pretty hard to find. That originally in retail land 30 years ago had a price of well into the $300 range on that. We're going to start it at 150 opening bid. Do we have 150 now? 175. 175 now 200. 200 looking for $200 bid. We've got 175, 200 now 225. 225 looking for 250. We are at 225 looking for 250 on this beautiful Leopard. It's a nice big size. $225 bid. I'm in at 225 now looking for 250. 225 looking for 250. 225 looking for 250. And sold for $225, number one.
Okay. What's our next letter?
G.
Next letter is G.
G is what? Okay. Mustard fruit.
Here we go. This matches this matches the horny kern that we saw before earlier. And it is a very pretty one. This was a pretty short trip in the line for Fenton. In fact, I don't think this actually was in the line for more than a minute.
We have to work on the stopper.
Yeah, the stopper's really great. All of the dimpling and the indentation. Yeah, I when you look at the quality of Fenton, it's just amazing. I know that's why we're all here, right? So let's start that one out at $50 opening bid. $50 now 60. $50 looking for 60. We've got $50 looking for 60. We've got 60 now looking for 70. 70 looking for $80. 80 now 90. $80 bid now looking for $90. $80 bid on the crew at $80 bid. We got $90. $90 looking for 100. We are at $90 on the crew at looking for $100. Everybody in, all done? Sold for $90. And that one goes to number 146. Great piece. Good price too.
Letter
Hey,
Letter H. This guy is really cute. He's a little hard to see, so they'll bring him around. This was an exclusive for Collectors Showcase. This was only sold in their shop in Washington State. You couldn't get it anywhere else. This was an exclusive they had done for these for Father's Day. And so we're going to start this one off at $30. $30 now 40. $30 looking for 40. You're in at 30. $30 looking for $40 on the bear. $30 bid, $30 bid, now 40. 40 looking for 50. 50 now looking for 60. $50 bid, now 60. 60 looking for 70. 70 now 80. $70 bid, we're in at $70 bid for the Collector Showcase bear. 70 looking for 80. And sold $70, number 150. And I know she loves the animals, so that's a great thing.
I.
Letter I. Letter I should be the logo. Yep. Yeah, this is an unusual color here on this logo. And I'm going to give Eileen just a second there because I think we've got somebody on this. So, okay, very good. Yeah.
I think that's chameleon green.
Yeah, I think it's chameleon green. That's what I've been told. And it's an unusual color. So Fenton dealer sign. We're going to start this one off at $50. $50 and now 60 and now 70 and now 80. $80 in there, 90 in the back, 100. $100 bid, 110. Anybody in at 110? We've got $100 bid, now 110. $100 bid, now 110 on the dealer sign. $100 all in, all done. Sold $100, number 136.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, George.
Okay, we did it.
Very good.
Yes.
Before you go on there, did you
Yes.
get the basket out of the back?
Huh?
Did you get the basket out of the back?
George, can you saw a couple more? Just,
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great.
I got it.
And what number are we at? My right.
161.
Thank you.
Yeah, you thought if you applauded, you could get me off the stage, but no such luck. All right. This is a Blenko piece, not to be confused with Viking. Vikings are molded. This is hand blown. This is Amberina. Actually, they called theirs Tangerine. And it is a nice piece that I think came out in the late 50s, Wayne Husted design, and was made into the 60s. We're going to start this one at $35. $35 opening bid on the Blenko Bowl. $35 now, $30. Let's get this started. $30 opening bid on the Blenko Bowl. $30 now, $25. Anyone in at 25? That's a pretty nice piece there. $25 opening bid. Anybody? 25. Now looking for 30. 25 looking for 30. It's a heck of a deal, folks.
Wait. Is that 161?
It's 161. Okay, so 30 now looking for 35, now looking for 40, 40 now 45, 45 looking for 50, 50 now looking for 55, 55 looking for 60, 60 looking for 65, we're at $60, we're in at $60 and at $60. It's a good price for what it is. Fair warning, and sold, $60, number one.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay.
All right. We're good this
Well,
time.
that was fun because I love that.
Thank you. We're in the home stretch now. You okay, Brent? You need. All right. Here we go on the Daisy and Fern. All right. What do you want to give it? Go 100. 100. Anybody gonna go 100? 50. 50. 60. 60. I got 50. Would it go 60? I got 50. Would it go 60? 60 right there. Would it go 70? Would it go 80? 80. Would it go 90? Would you go 100? 110. 120. I've got 110. Would it go 120? 110. Would it go 120? Anybody would it go 120? Sold at 110. Number is? Brenda, what's your number, sweetie? 146. Thank you. Next up. 63, Morano. Okay, what do you want to give on that groovy piece? What do you want to give it to go 20? How about 20? $10. $10, 10 there, would it go 15? 10 would it go 15, $15. Anybody go 15 there, would it go 20? $20, would it go 25?
25, we go 25, we go 25, 20 here, we go 25, we go 25, anybody we go 25? Sold at $20, 155, 155, left side. Pauline, Mulberry. Mulberry with the base. What do you want to give on this one? Big basket. What do you want to give it to go 50? How about 50? Comes with the base. 35 in Mulberry. How about 35? We got 35, 35, we got 35, 35, we got 40. 40, we got 45, 45, we got 50. 50, we got 55. I got 50, we got 55. Anybody would got 55, 50, we got 55. Anybody would got 55? Sold at 50. 146, 146. 65 in Coley with the twisted stem. In Coley with the twisted stem in red. All right, there we go. What do we get in that one? Look at the color. Holy smokes, 25 and goes. How about 25? We got 25. Anybody would have got 25? What do we give it? We got 25, 20. 20 there, would have got 25. 20 would have got 25. Anybody would have got 25? 25 would have got 22 and a half. Anybody would have got 22 and a half? 22 and a half. Anybody would have got 22 and a half? 22 and a half would have got 25. 25 would have got 27 and a half. 27 and a half. Sold at 25, 155. 155. Pauline. Next up, number 66, 166. A crown. We've got the crown. All right. I know. Okay, here we go. This one glows cadmium. This is the crown. Very late piece. What do you want to give on this one? How about 100? How about 100? 80. Would you go 90? 80 would you go 90? 90 would you go 100? I got 90 would you go 100? Anybody would go 100? 90 would you go 100? Anybody would go 100? Sold at 90. What's your number, Dana? 130. 128, excuse me. All right, number 67 is the bird of paradise in Murano. How about 50? $50. 35. 35, 40. 40 there, would you go 45, 45, would you go 50, 50 would you go 55, 55 there, would you want to go 60, 60 would you go 65, 65 would you go 70, $70 would you go 75, 75, 75 would you go 80, $80, 80 would you go 85, 85, I've got 70, 80 here, would you go 85, anybody would you go 85? Sold at 80, your number is, yes, 141, thank you very much. Number 60, 168. This is the glossy Rosaline Christmas tree. This is the 8-inch Fenton Christmas tree. What do you want to give it to go 100? 100. 50, 60. 60 would you go 70. 60 would you go 70, $70. 70 would you go 80. 80 would you go $90. $90. Anybody would go $90. 80 is it. 90 would you go 100. 100 would you go 110. 110. Anybody would go 110. 100 is bid. Would you go 110? Sold at 100. 150. Is that right? Okay, 150. Next up, thank you. 69 is the Murano Angel. The Millefori Murano Angel. There you go, 25 and go. I'm in the home stretch, I'm speeding up. What do you want to give it to go 25? I know, 25. It's true. What do you want to give it to go 25? 10 and go. I got 10 when to go. Oh, he's in trouble now. I got 10 when to go 15. 15 there, when you go 20. 20 when you go 25. I've got 20 when you go 25. 25 there, when you want to go 30. I've got 25 when you go 30. When you go $30. Anybody want to go $30? Sold at $25. 117. 117. Number 70 is the Napkin Nelly. Napkin Nelly. Who got the angel over here on the right side? Napkin Nelly. Here we go. She's a Christ. 25. Chris. What else? 25, 30. $30. 25, 30. 25, 30. Would you go $30? You put napkins in there. It can show off your cloth napkins too if you collect those. Yeah, I know. Yes. So where were we at? 30? 30 would you go 35? 30 would you go 35? Would you go 35? 35 there would you go 40? 40 would you go 45? 45 would you go 50? $50. 50 would you go 55? I've got 50 would you go 55? Anybody would you go 55? 50 would you go 55? Sold at $50. Number one. Next up, 71. 171 is the Christmas tree. This is a smaller Fenton Christmas tree. What do you want to give on that one? How about 50? 50, would you go 60?
It's like swaggy.
Yep. 50, would you go 60? 55. Anybody want to go 55? 55. Anybody want to go 55? Sold at 50. Number one. Number one. 72 is the kitty cat, the custard Burmese kitty cat. 172. Do we have an artist on her, Dana?
We do.
All righty. D. Robinson custard glowy cat.
That's good. I'm good at throwing my voice. It's a talent.
All right, what do you want to give? 35. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 70, 75, 80, 85. 80's here. Would you go 85? Anybody would go 85? Would you go 85? Sold at 80. Our number is 135. Thank you, 135. Number 73 is the sculpture, the glass sculpture. All right, I think this one is signed. Did I put that it was signed or just a glass?
Nothing.
All right, on the glass sculpture, what do you want to give on that one? How about 50? 85, would you go 90? 85, would you go 90? 90, 95, 95, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 140 over here. Anybody want to go 150? Anybody want to go 150? Sold at 140. Your number is 117. 117. That's not in sale. I will put this up in the sale if you want it. It's not lotted. I screwed up when I did the auction and I kept it in the case. Then we will put it up. We're going to make this number, what's our last number?
173 just sold.
173A. It was not in the sale. Nobody saw it, but it was in the case. I forgot to take it out. So I will sell the melon vase. So only you guys are seeing it.
Oh, these are very popular.
Yep. Yep. I messed up setting up and I forgot to number that. So here we go. We got a number on it. How dare I know? How about 100? What's the signature on it, John?
One is Dan. Dan kind of signed it. I think it's Linda Jefferson.
Okay, L. Everson. Never have seen it before. What do you want to start me out? 50? 50, 60. $60. Anybody want to go $60? 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 90 is bid. Anybody want to go 100? Anybody want to go 100 on the melon vase? 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. Sold at 150. Thank you. And what's your number, sweetie? 153. 153. Next up, number 174. 174 is beautifully colored. It's a daffodil covered box. How about 25? 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. 75 is bid. Anybody want to go 80? Sold at 75. 136, 136. 175 is the decanter, the diamond decanter. The diamond decanter. These twisted sisters are getting run around. Here we go. What do you want to give? 175. $25. 25. 30. 30. 25 is bid. Would you go 30? $30. Anybody want to go 30? 30 there. Would you go 35? 35. Anybody want to go 35? 30 is bid. Would you go 35? Sold at $30. 148. 148. 176. The Tulip Bowl. Oh, it's amazing. I collect this, but I have this color already. Look at this bowl. What do you want to give? Would you go 50? 50. 50. 55. 60. 65. 70. 75. 80. 85. 90. 85. 90. 95. 100. 110. 120. 110 is bid. Anybody want to go 120? 120. Sold at 110. 154. Thank you. 154. 177. Another Viking Blunique. Here we go. What do you want to give on that one? How about 25? 25, 25, 30, 25, 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, would you go 45? 40, would you go 45? Anybody want to go 45? 40, would you go 45? Anybody want to go 45? Sold at 40, 119.
Just a second.
You had that at 40?
Yes, 119.
Buyer 119.
What was the buyer on that? Yep, 119. You're welcome. I'll take a drink.
Hold on, Heidi, if you get back there, because that's.
No problem.
When's your next sale?
Mother's Day weekend, 2025. I don't want to say that, 2025. All right. We'll wait for Eileen. Y'all set, Eileen? 178, the peacock vase. Hillary's got it. In chocolate, $50. 50, 60. 50 on the floor, 60. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 90 here. Anybody want to go 100? 100, 110. 100 over here. Would you go 110? Would you go 110? Anybody want to go 110? Sold at 100. Number one. Number one. 179, Oxblood JIP. Over 100 years old. Here we go. That one might glow. I'm not sure. No. Okay. How about 50? 50, 55, 60, 65 in the back. I've got 60. I got you at 60, Brenda. 65, 65, 70, 75, 80, 75 over here. Anybody want to go 80? 80, 85,
Yes.
90, 95, 100, 110, 110. You have to go 120. She's at 110. You have to go 120, 130, 140,
Yes.
150, 160.
No.
All right. Anybody want to go 160? Sold at 150. Hillary's number. And what's that?
130.
130. All right. Next up, number 180 is the Carlton Melon vase. All right. From the 40s. What do you want to give on that one? How about 50? $50. 40. How about 40? 35. 35 there, we're gonna go 40. 35, 40 there, we're gonna go 45. 45, we're gonna go 50, we're gonna go 55. 55, we're gonna go 60. 60, we're gonna go 65. 65, we're gonna go 70. I've got 65 here, we're gonna go 70, we're gonna go $70. Anybody wanna go $70? Sold at $65. 133. Number 181. This is, I don't know. This is it?
I know who it is.
Okay. John? It's a Mount St. Helen. I think it is. It's a Mount St. Helens ash vase. So it's a studio piece. All right. What do you want to give? Would you go 20? $20. 20. Would you go 25? Got 20 on the floor. 25. Would you go 30? 30. Would you go 35? Would you go 40? $40. 40. Would you go 45? 45. Would you go 50? 50. 50. I've got you at 45. Now we can go the absentee bid. So we got 50, 55, 52 and a half. It's hot. She's been here. 52 and a half. 50. Okay, 50, 55. So, okay. Sold at 55. Number one. Number one. Number 82 is the Fenton hen on a nest. And it's the big one. What do you want to give for this one? How about 35? 35 there, would you go 40? 40, would you go 45? 45, would you go 50? Would you go 55? Would you go 60? Would you go 65? 70, 75, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, would you go 85? 85 right behind you, 90, 95, 95, 95, ladies, 95, 100, 95 right here. Anybody want to go 100? Anybody want to go 100? Sold at 95, 135. Thank you. Number 83 is a Victorian diamond vase, diamond satin. What do you want to give on that one? 50. 100 years old. Anyway, what do you want to give? What do you go 50? 35. 35. How about 25? 25 here. 30. 35. 40. 35 is here. Would you go 40? Would you go 40? Would you go 45? Anybody would go 45? Sold at 35. 122. 122. Number 184 is the green opal glowy butterfly.
Yes, so.
This is Fenton. How about 35? Yeah, it's a jewelry holder. 35 on the glowy butterfly, green opal. 25. 25 there, would you go 30? 25 would go 30, $30. Anybody would go $30? 30 there, would you go 35? Would you want to go 40? $40. 40 would you go 45? Would you want to go 50? $50, 50 would you go 55? Would you go 60? 55 is bid, would you go 60? Would you go $60? Anybody would go $60? Sold at $55. 150, 150. Next up, 185. This is the big one right here, mid-century pitcher, MCM pitcher. How about 35? 35. 25 and go. 15. 15, 20. $20. 20 would you go 25. 25. 20 is bid, would you go 25? Anybody want to go 25? Would you go 25? Anybody want to go 25? 25 there, would you want to go 30? $30. 25's over here, would you go 30? $30. Sold at 25. 155. 155. Auto. Number 186. Plum opal. This is a plum opal Fenton. That's the most sought after color. What do you want to give it to go 20? 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 50 in the back. Anybody want to go 55? 50 in the back, would you go 55? Anybody want to go 55? Would you go 55, 55, 55, 60? 55 here, would you go 60? Would you go $60? Sold at 55. 135, 135. Number 187 is the Murano slipper. How about 15? Millifori. 15. 15. 15, 20. 15, 20. Anybody want to go 20? Anybody want to go 20? 15 is bid. Would you go 20? Would you go $20? Anybody want to go 20? 20 there. Would you go 25? 25. 20 is there. Would you go 25? Anybody want to go 25? 25. Would you want to go 30? Sold at 25. Number is, Brenda, you got it. 146. 146. Number 188. This is the apple blossom, I think. Is that what it is? Pink crust. Pink crust mayo set. Rose crust. All right, here we go. On the mayonnaise set, what do you want to give? Would you go 25? 25, would you go 30? 25, would you go 30? $30. Anybody would go $30? 25, would you go 30? Would you go $30? Anybody would go $30? Sold at $25. Number one. Number 89. 189 is the Victorian basket. I put this in just because it was so stinking cool. Look at the work in that handle. 100 years old at least. One. Let's go 25. Look at the handle. 25. 25. 25, would you go 25? $20 and go. Anybody want to go 20? 20 there, would you go 25? 20, would you go 25? Would you go 25? Anybody would go 25? 20, would you go 25? Anybody would go 25? Sold at $20. 122. 122. 190.
Here it is, sweet tweet.
Sweet tweet, the little sweet tweet. This is made for Lennox by Fenton. K. Brightville. 25. Lennox. There you go. Fenton made for Lennox. 25 would go 30. 25 would go 30. 30. 35 would go 40. 45. 50. 55. 60. 55 would go 60. Would go $60. Anybody would go $60? Sold at $55. 150. 150. 191. Viking. We have the glasses to match. This is the platter. This is a Viking country craft. 19. Oh, wow. Look at that glow. It glows a weird, weird glow, too.
Yeah.
Viking with the original sticker. How about 30? $30. $30. 30 there. Would you go 35? 30. Would you go 35? 35. Would you go 35? Anybody would go 35? Would you go 35? Would you go 35? Sold at $30. 122. Laura. Number 192. Here comes the glasses. What do you want to give? Would you go 20? 20. Would you go 25? 6 of them. 25. Anybody want to go 25? 20 is bid. Would you go 25? Viking. Anybody want to go 25? Sold at $20. Same way. Laura 122. Next up, 193 is a Van Briggle pedal base. Made in Colorado. Van Briggle. How about $10? Let's go. 10. I'm getting tired. I'm going fast. I'm speeding up, aren't I, Brent? That happens at the end.
Yeah, I can't do a circle anymore.
I know. I got 10. Would you go 15? 15 there. Would you go 20? 20, would you go 25? 25, would you go 30? $30, 25 is bid, would you go 30? Would you go $30? Anybody want to go 30? Sold at 25. 147, 147. Number 194. I forget what, tulip time. It's a little wall pocket vase. On tulip time, what do you want to give it to go 10? $10. 10 would go 12 and a half. 10 would go 12 and a half. Anybody would go 12 and a half? 12 and a half there. Would go 15? $15. 15 would go 17 and a half. Anybody would go 17 and a half? 15's right here. Would go 17 and a half? 17 and a half. Would you want to go 20? 20 would go 22 and a half. Would go 25? Sold at 22 and a half. 155. Pauline. Number 95. Roseville Zephyr Lily. Roseville Zephyr Lily. 195. 20 bucks. How about 20? 20 there would go 25. 20 would go 25. 25 there would go 30. Would go 35. 35. 25's here would go 35. Would go 35. Would go 35. Anybody would go 35? Sold at $25. 135. 135. Number 196 is a Fenton Mandarin Red basket with a reed handle there. Great condition, early piece, probably 20s. Okay, here you go. What do you want to give? Would you go 35? 35, would you go 35? 35, what do you want to give? You 25 where? 25 there, would you go 30? Would you go 35? Would you go 40? 40, would you go 45? 45, would you go 50? 50, would you go 55? Would you want to go 60? $60, 60, would you go 65? Would you go 65? 60's bid, would you want to go 65? Sold at $60. 133, 133. 197, Van Briggle, 10 bucks. Embossed floral, 197, 10 bucks. 10 bucks. $10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 17 and a half, 20, $20. Would you go 20? 20 would you go 20, $20, 20, 22 and a half. Anybody would go 22 and a half? 20's here. Anybody would go 22.50? Sold at 20. 148. 198, the Fenton compost. It's a red, nope, it's a compost. It's a red compost. All right, $10. $10. 198. $10. $10. I got 10. Would you go 12 and a half? Did you bid? Or you just $10? Would you go 12 and a half? $10. Would you go 12 and a half? Anybody would go 12 and a half? 12 and a half. Would you want to go 15? 15. Would you go 17 and a half? 15. Would you go 17 and a half? Anybody want to go 17 and a half? $15. 135. 199. The crazy pig. Yes, we talked about this when we showcased him on YouTube. He's just, I had to put him in. He's really weird. 199, he's a bank. $5. $5. I got 5, 6, 7. $6 is bid. Anybody want to go 7? Anybody want to go 7? 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. 9 is bid. Anybody want to go 10, Brenda? Sold at $9. You got the crazy big, 148. Last item, Mandarin Red Fenton, early. 15, 15, 20, 20, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, 22 and a half, 25, 25, 27 and a half. You're at 25. Anybody else? $25. 136. It's a wrap. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your bids. We'll see you back here Mother's Day weekend. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody at home. I appreciate you watching today. If you would like to be here, please put us on your calendar for Mother's Day weekend 2025. See you later.